Welcome back to another episode of Ultras 11 podcast. We had so much fun the last time with Marco Perricone that we decided we'll give him another run out.
What's going on, guys? Happy to be back.
We decided to bring him right back.
Yeah, and we have a new guest. He's also a Milan fan.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a little interesting dynamic. Mario Agostino, welcome, man.
Thanks for having me.
We took a big risk today, inviting two Milan fans. You know, it could get pretty heated down here, but we'll see how the day goes. Maybe it might not be a lot of Italy. I mean, Milan talk because of Italy.
I was just about to say. Yeah. We got over the last week, a lot of Italian hearts are hurting.
Yeah.
I mean, we're also Canadian though, so we're also very happy that Canada qualified.
Canada played phenomenal.
Canada is making it to the show. They're going to Qatar.
Yeah.
That's actually a beautiful thing. That's a lot of dreams have been made, and it's actually very nice to see that the soccer as a brand, as a name, it's really growing in Canada.
Yeah,
and it's not just like a European thing now.
Last week I feel like it was being like Canadian and Italian. It was a real
Mix
like
of emotions.
roller coaster of emotions
Yeah.
last week.
Because what is this for Canada? The first time since 86?
86.
that they're in a World
Yeah.
Cup. Like,
I'm
that's
happy
insane.
for Davies,
And
though.
realistically,
Yeah.
they're going to be in the next World Cup too because they're going to be hosts.
they're going to be one of the
They're
hosts.
going to be
So they're going to be in
back-to-back
it.
World Cups.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I didn't even know Canada made a World Cup.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
I
86.
preach about how much I think I know about the sport and whatever, but I genuinely did not know Canada even made a World Cup.
And it was,
Yeah.
I think it was only once. That's it. 86.
Yeah, I think it was and that was because
Yeah.
the States hosted, so they were already in. So then they ended up.
Oh, so
yeah.
there was less competition.
Yeah, so they were like it was like almost like a guarantee that they had to kind of make it in.
Not really a guarantee, but
Yeah, but I mean,
they did it. They did it.
they did.
They did it.
It was easier
Did
because
they-
the States weren't in the competition.
Did they score?
No, I think the first game they faced France. They lost 1-0, which like obviously everybody was surprised by because who expects France only to win 1-0
Yeah,
against
you
Canada?
expect them to get dominated
But then
completely.
and then the next two games they lost like 2-0 and 2-0.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, they got like
okay. So
pumped.
they were-
They were out. I don't think they scored a goal. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think Canada scored a goal in a World Cup.
Hey,
So-
it's first for everything.
They're first for everything.
I mean, this is the first time that Italy has not qualified for back-to-back World Cups, so
Yeah.
we're all witnessing
Terrible.
history today.
Terrible soccer.
But hold on. Before we jump to Italy, I actually got a question for Canada. I know obviously Davies is like the obvious answer, but who do you think scores the first goal for Canada?
Jonathan David.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
What do you think, Marco?
Laren's been playing phenomenal too.
Yeah, he's just one of the top scorer in.
I want to
World
say
Cup
Laren.
qualifying.
I want to say Laren.
Joe?
I'm going to make a bold prediction, and this is because my heart wants this to happen. I want Richie to get the first goal.
I knew you were gonna say
I'm
Richie.
dying for
I knew
Richie
you were
to
gonna say
score
Richie.
the first goal. I will start crying.
No.
My dad will message him too, probably,
100%.
and say congrats, Bello, or something. But it would be like very nostalgic to see like he did it.
I feel like an Ozario does it.
I wouldn't be surprised for like
I feel like
honestly.
he
can
gets
see
the
that.
first goal.
I can see that.
I feel like the goal, honestly, as much as Kyle Larin or Jonathan David are like the obvious ones because
Yeah.
they're the strikers, I genuinely feel like for Canada, it's gonna be someone that just surprises you.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's
You
gonna
know,
be
like-
not someone you expect to score.
yeah,
the
like
first
their
goal.
center, like Daniel Henry comes out
Yeah.
of nowhere, towering header, top left. You know, like something like that.
Yeah.
It would be nice to see them even just score a goal. I hope
I
they do
mean-
something. I genuinely do hope they do something.
hopefully-
It'll
hopefully
be
their
interesting.
groups-
It'll be interesting.
Hopefully
to
their
see
group's not too crazy and you get to see them actually do something.
Yeah, they're not put in like a group of death.
Yeah,
of sorts.
like the first time
and
there,
what-
they get thrown right into the fire.
Yeah.
And one more Canadian way that we're gonna be watching Canada in the World Cup, and if they win, we're gonna be celebrating in the cold.
It's true, actually. It's actually
Like,
true.
how much more Canadian can you get?
That's pretty crazy. That World Cup is being hosted in November.
Yeah.
Like that's mental to me. But
Has
I
something
mean,
like this ever happened? No, this is the first time,
this is
right?
the first
Yeah,
time.
nothing's happened. Yeah.
I mean, money talks. You know, Qatar is able to host a World Cup. That's crazy to me. A little Mike guy. What are you doing down there?
Don't worry about me.
I love that
don't you worry
reaction,
about
though,
me.
from Davies, though,
Yeah.
man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
just
tell
saw,
like how much it meant.
Yeah,
But
you
you
see
how
the
much that
you see the
meant to
passion.
us.
throughout,
Yeah.
throughout the whole team, you saw how much it meant to everybody. Like
Yeah.
after the game, like they were just they couldn't believe that they like even though like they knew that it was gonna come, they couldn't believe that they were actually going to a World Cup and they qualified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because nobody would have thought, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you say Canada was nothing.
No.
Like, nobody wanted to come play for Canada.
Well,
and now,
was a
like,
soccer
look at
team.
Davies. Like, how
But even
big
watching,
he is.
like looking at their team, like going forward, like you could have seen them like squeaking through, but like to win
First in the
to
group,
win first in the
won,
group,
like, I think,
and play the
17.
way they've been playing.
Not like
No?
this. Not like the way that
Yeah.
how they've
First in
been
the group?
doing.
No, first in the group,
Oh.
and like I think it was like 17 wins or something in a
Yeah,
row.
they
Like,
did
what was that
well.
streak?
Yeah,
17,
no,
right?
They
They
did well.
did
and
really
to,
well.
like John Herdman, he came from the women's team.
Yeah.
and he stayed loyal. And look how it paid off.
Like
He's
they
a
lost,
great coach.
They lost that game against Costa Rica, but I mean, like at the end of the day, they went down early. They went down a man. Like I don't blame them. They came back. They played well, right? So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
So now I look at Mario and I just see he's like a caged tiger right now, waiting to explode.
He's waiting.
So let's talk about the European World Cup qualifiers, and congratulations to all the teams that have gone through. Very well done. See you in November. I'll watch you guys.
I did predict Portugal to be the team to go through, and
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care what you predicted.
I'm just
We
saying,
don't care.
Whether Italy won that game or not, the way they've been playing, I didn't see them.
I did also say that Italy's toughest opponent will be Macedonia.
Yeah.
I
And
said it from the beginning.
They proved that.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, they proved that.
Thoughts? We'll start with Marco.
Thoughts? The team, they couldn't get nothing going forward, like to create goal scoring opportunities. At one point, they were just shooting into North
From
Macedonia's team.
Yeah.
What they have, like 20 blocks that game.
Yeah.
It's like they turn and shoot.
It was
was
really
their
like
tactic.
watching a game of FIFA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then for
It
something
was
like that to
literally a
happen
FIFA
at the
game in real
86th minute, you just see that counter attack. What do you shoot that ball from 30 yards out, and it beats Donnarumma? Right there, you knew it was just
Was that even a counterattack?
was-
though?
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah,
even
I
a
mean,
counterattack. Like
whatever it
it
was.
was
It
the
was
slowest
just
counterattack I think in history.
it was
It was a
was
one-man
counterattack.
counterattack.
it was
Yeah.
heartbreaking to watch. It was
like you were
just
saying,
like,
like 32 shots, but like 5 on target, like 32. They were shooting from everywhere.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
like, it's like they were told to get the ball and shoot.
And shoot, yeah, they weren't taking smart shots. They were just trying to shoot.
They
shoot, and
weren't-
hopefully it was gonna take a bounce.
They weren't doing like a
going.
build up where
Yeah.
like, you know, like they were getting things done. Like
Yeah.
score early and then do the old fashioned, you know,
Yeah.
Italian defense and just defend and get the win. That's all we needed. We just needed to get the win.
Yeah.
And
Didn't
they
matter
couldn't
how
do
you
that.
got it.
Yeah,
Get
they
that
just made it
ball. You
more.
saw them.
made
Like
it
I said, they would get the ball. It's like they would play with it in the corner, pass it backwards. The second they had to get into the 18-yard box, it's like nobody could do nothing.
Did you see that one corner kick with Insigne that he just gave it off to like nobody? Like
Yeah.
it
Oh,
went-
yeah, he lost it right in the.
I don't know if it was like a hiccup or like what was going on, but they just like
Oh, they
looked
looked
lost.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
and 8 months after you win a Euro Cup, like you should be that team.
That's the sad reality.
Yeah.
Like Macedonia like came out of that game and like that like they just won a Euro Cup. Like
Yeah.
are you kidding me? Like we
Yeah.
can potentially like okay, what happened today, whatever. But they came out of that game and they're like we can beat the European champions. We can beat anybody.
Yeah.
Like
It's true.
Get that confidence.
Defend,
thought the game-
counter.
I thought today's game was gonna be a lot closer than it was.
Nah, you always
Just
knew,
because
man.
them going into the game with the confidence,
Confidence.
especially beating a team like Italy.
Yeah,
at
but
European
if anything,
champions.
I feel like confidence.
I knew Portugal was gonna
Yeah,
win,
but I feel like even like a confidence for a team like North Macedonia, that would probably kill them because they're
Yeah.
going to try to go forward more, and then
And they
Portugal
did,
would
and they-
just.
and they
that's
did.
exactly what they try, and you can't try that
they
with a
tried
team like
more.
Portugal.
They tried to attack more.
They had to try that same thing where you're playing like Italy. You got 3 guys swarming everybody
Mm-hmm.
coming in the box, and then you just try to take your opportunities going forward.
yeah.
but they had nothing to lose though. Think about it. Like them beating Italy, it was an accomplishment
Yeah,
on
oh,
its
yeah.
own.
Yeah.
They're going into the game and they got like, listen, we're gonna give it our all. We got nothing to lose.
Yeah, they knew that
Portugal's
they
got
weren't
something to
supposed
lose.
make
We
it
don't.
past Italy.
So
Yeah.
it could have worked out both ways, right?
Yeah, but
Depends how
just
you
the
look
way I
at
see it, I can't see Portugal losing to a team like North Macedonia. I couldn't see Italy doing it either, but
It happened.
Yeah.
but here we are.
But here we
So
are.
now, if you're Mancini, clearly your golden boy Immobile isn't it. What do you do? I feel like you actually want to say
Yeah.
something about
No,
Immobile
it's-
being
I'm,
it
I'm-
still.
I'm not gonna say that like he is it. Like he hasn't performed the best for Italy. I will say that. But for people to put all the blame on him like it's his fault, you could see the tactics. It's not like he has all these chances. The way Italy plays, it doesn't suit a target man. Like he doesn't get that many chances to put the ball in the back of the net. Everything's coming from their wingers. Nothing goes to him. It's not a play style he's used to.
He's had chances though.
No,
Yeah.
He's had a
no.
lot of chances where you're there scratching your head.
No, I wouldn't say that. Like, I won't say he's had no chances. He's had his chances. He's missed a couple. He scored a couple, but it's not a style that suits a target man.
Right, but that's fine. But if you look at Immobile with Lazio, he is the target man for Lazio.
And look at what he's doing.
But you're saying he's not a
But
target
it's a
man
different
for
play.
Italy.
It's a different play style.
yeah.
I'm saying he is a target man, but it doesn't suit his style. The ball doesn't go to him enough.
But when it does, if you're Ciro Immobile scoring 30 goals in Serie A with a league that's known to defend, and you can score in Serie A 30 goals, listen, you're going to get chances. You get 2 chances, capitalize on 1. You get 4 chances, capitalize on 1. We're just asking you to capitalize on 1.
Yeah.
That's it. We're not telling you to go score hat tricks.
No, 100%. But like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not going to put all the blame on him because he doesn't get the chances he needs.
Right. I don't
You could see that. Like even watching today's game, what did Skamaka do? I didn't even score. Everyone's saying, "Go throw Skamaka and throw your younger guys in." You didn't even know Skamaka was there.
Right, but you're not expecting Skamaka to do Immobile things. Because you're
okay.
technically saying
One's a king,
Immobile,
Okay,
one's a king.
Okay, but that's what I mean. At the end of the day, Immobile, anybody could say, deserved to be there. No, because a lot of people are saying, "Go play Skamaka, bring Balotelli." That's another thing, guys. Hold on, pause. For everybody saying, "Bring Balotelli,"
Yeah.
But have you guys watched soccer the last 10 years?
They saw one clip against Germany, and it's like,
Yeah.
bring Balotelli back.
I'm sorry. The guy was on a relegation team, Brescia. They didn't want him.
They actually changed the locks at the training camp so he can't go back.
Then
Berlusconi took him on the Serie B team.
Then,
Monza,
I was going to say, then he goes to Monza,
Monza.
Serie B team. They don't want him. Now he's playing in a Turkish league, and you guys want to bring this guy. But for everybody saying bring Balotelli back, reevaluate your before you talk. You got to think, because I have not heard a statement like that ever.
Don't get me wrong.
You might as well bring Giovinco too, because he was playing pretty good for TFC. You know,
you already
bring Giovinco.
But hey, you already know those people that are saying, "Oh, we should have brought Balotelli. Why do we bring him? Mancini's stupid. He should have brought him." Those would be the first people that would come out if we lost that game and Balotelli was starting and didn't do anything. Would go right out. Why do we call this guy?
Yeah.
Why do we give him more chances? Why do we still give him? Why are we still playing this guy? That everyone go out after us, go for him.
Yeah.
Can I say something? Sorry, not
Yes.
to cut you off.
Yeah, no. Go ahead.
But going back to what you said about Mancini should bring Balotelli, I don't want to hear. I've been reading a lot of Twitter, and all I see is Mancini. Oh, he lost a team. Listen, 8 months ago, everybody loved Mancini.
Everyone was riding him.
Everybody was riding Mancini. What he was doing with the youth,
Yep.
the attacking style. We won the Euro, and Mancini was a god.
Yeah.
Now you don't make a World Cup, and everybody's blaming Mancini. That's the problem with social media.
Well, that in my opinion, that is the problem with a lot of Italians actually.
Yeah.
Because you'll see other nationalities, they'll still back their coach. Portugal, they failed whatever in the Euros.
They failed how
the
many
World
times
Cup.
they still back their coach.
And their coach is still, they look at him, okay, you know what, he didn't select a team that suited his style. If they played his style, blah, 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 whatever, they're actually still backing their coach. So many teams will back their coach. It's Italy. The second there's the smallest glimmer of failure, crucify him. Get rid of him. See you later.
Yeah.
If
rid of him, sack
Immobile
him.
would have scored the goals and Insigne and this and that, and they beat Macedonia, not one person would bat an eye.
Yeah.
It's
But
because he
wouldn't hear anybody say
failed,
anything about
and
him.
now especially that against Turkey today, Raspadori came in, scored 2 goals. Cristante scored a goal. The youngsters did what they had to do, whatever. Now the scrutiny is even going to get worse because it's look, see, they won you a game.
Yeah.
Immobile and
I
Insigne,
know.
the old guard didn't do anything. Blah, blah. It's a double-edged sword for
I
him.
get it. And going back to the point about Immobile, it's not all his fault. It's not all his fault because you also have Berardi that missed
Missed
an open net that I could have even scored that. You know what I mean?
That shot rolled it to the goalkeeper.
I don't think you could have
Here's the
scored
thing with
That was
Mancini,
horrible.
though. Here's the thing with Mancini. Mancini had a group of guys. It was do or die. You had to win the game. Period. 45 minutes, you see Immobile or Berardi isn't doing something, mix it up.
And that's where I will
Throw in
say
a kid.
that's where I will say that's where his downfall was. He should have brought somebody in earlier.
Right.
You see
I think
something's
he was
not
scared,
going on.
though.
Yeah.
You see you can't create nothing, bring somebody in at the 60th, 70th minute. You don't wait that long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Again,
To throw something.
I'd agree. That's where my only criticism would come. My criticism doesn't come from his starting 11, choosing this, choosing that. At the end of the day, you went with what has brought you to this point.
yeah,
Not
what
even,
has
worked.
worked.
but not even to what brought you to that
Like-
point. He brought the best players at the moment.
For those positions.
Yeah.
The best player at that
Don't get me wrong.
moment.
A
You know
lot
what
of
I mean?
people will argue though for Sassuolo, Scamacca, Raspadori, Bardi, the numbers they're putting up, this and that, whatever. But let me just say this. I don't know if this is gonna sound offensive, whatever. Sassuolo, Lazio, and I don't like Lazio at all, but you'd rather select a guy that's performing on a higher caliber team
And
than
scoring.
scoring you those
25, 30
Yes,
goals.
I
than,
get it.
than
A guy
trusting
like-
than trusting that kid. But again, that's where the archaic mentality of Italians comes in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's something we all got to work on.
But see, that's what I think. What this whole thing, what ruined it for Italians, and why they were so hard on Mancini after this loss and all these players, because at the end of the day, you watch the Euro Cup again. Italy did not have the team to win it.
No.
They did not like that Spain game. We could have lost that game. That Belgium game, we could have lost that game. If you watch those games, it was the team was playing good. They knew how to absorb the pressure. Our defense was rock solid. Like Chiellini and Bonucci, they were the most. That was the most informed they've been in a long time together. You had them stopping it, and our saving grace that was hugely missed in this was Chiesa.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
Chiesa,
legit.
that Spain game. Out of nowhere, we couldn't do nothing. Out of nowhere, this guy gets the ball, takes a shot outside the box,
guy turns on the
curls it
curl
right
lines,
in,
man.
like,
And he made a goal out of nothing.
Yeah, and that's what we didn't have. Immobile,
that's-
he couldn't do that. He was struggling. He could do that,
Yeah,
but he
no,
was struggling
but
to do that.
he didn't get the chance to do that. That's what
Sometimes
I'm saying. Like the
that's what I'm
play
saying.
style
It comes
does
out
not
of nothing,
suit
man.
him.
I don't know, it
Honestly-
doesn't. Yeah, and that's
And that's
where
what it comes down
Mancini
to.
has
Because
look at it and say,
for the people sitting here saying Immobile is a garbage striker,
He is.
For me,
You
out of
can't-
Lazio,
you
he's
can't-
mediocre.
he's mediocre.
I think.
By the end of his career, he will be a top 5, if not top 3 goal scorer in all of Serie A.
Yeah, if he retires with Lazio, of course.
And he will with 2025. Okay, so how are you going to tell me a top 3 goal scorer in history or top 5 goal scorer in history is a garbage striker in all of Serie A?
So he has 21 goals this year,
right now, yeah.
8 of which are penalties.
What's that have to do with anything?
Okay.
That's a lot.
That's almost half.
Oh, but what's that have to do with anything?
What do you mean? I'm telling you that he's almost. If you
yeah,
give
but
him
okay, so
21,
because he has 8 penalty
But
shots,
like-
are you gonna tell me Ronaldo's a bad player? Too?
no, but like Immobile,
no.
Immobile,
See-
for me, I feel like he's the equivalent to like Westbrook. He's like with in like terms of like stat padding.
Oh,
The
I was
season-
gonna
Stat
say,
pad
wait,
goals.
the season-
Stat
Yeah.
pad goals.
You can't, man. No,
He's
no,
a
but
goal
like,
scorer. You're gonna
that's what I mean
score
in a
goals.
sense because that season he got what 36 goals that he tied Higuain.
Yeah.
19 of them were penalties.
yeah.
that's like
Okay, by the end of the day,
that's a
you're gonna,
big.
so
I get it,
so
no,
what? So
I-
what's that
goal's
have
a
to say?
goal.
So now he's
Goal's a
not.
goal.
So now he's
No,
not
no,
a good
no.
striker. If he
No,
finishes
no.
as top
But
5,
I'm
top 3 goal
saying-
scorers in Serie A, he's not a good
But I'm
striker
saying-
because he scored, let's say, 50 penalty shots in his career.
but
You look at that. Some people will look at that and be like, oh my god, Immobile 36 goals.
Pair.
This guy had a season. But then when you look at it, it's still impressive. But majority of them were penalties.
Yeah,
So
but you can
it's
say the
not
same
like-
thing about Ronaldo's career when he scores 50 goals
okay,
in a
fine.
year.
You can have the argument. Fine, I'll give you the argument that okay, a penalty is a penalty. It's still a goal. It's a goal.
Yeah, a
I'll
goal's
give
a
it- I'll
goal.
give it to him.
Even if you score with
don't
your
sit there
right.
and say a penalty doesn't count.
Let's put Lazio's midfield with the Italian national team's midfield. Compare the two.
I want to say the Italian national team has a better midfield.
Has a better midfield.
Exactly.
Who is
Yeah.
supporting Immobile? Now, I can sit here until I'm blue in the face and argue that I've seen time and time again Immobile get the ball and hasn't done nothing with it. If you're looking at a number 9 or you give that top striker, that guy should be able to turn and he's gone. He can turn in a box, shoot inside the 18 and it's a goal. He knows how to
does
finish
that in his career.
But
He does.
with Italy, I'm saying, and we're talking about Italy.
That's what I'm
If
saying.
We're talking
With
about
Italy,
Serie A
but with
the
Italy, he
Scudetto,
doesn't get the chances to do that. That's why I'm saying it's a play style
okay.
that does not suit a target man.
See, this is where I'll argue because first off, I feel like your definition of a target man and what is a target man are two different things.
How-
A target man isn't actually like realistically even like a crazy goal scorer.
No.
A target man is more so like that big body that holds up the play, that distributes,
and
blah
that's,
blah
and
whatever.
that's what I'm saying, and that's
But
what
that's
he
the
is.
thing,
And he
no.
doesn't get the chance to do
But
that.
that's the
with
thing. No,
Italy.
he
doesn't
isn't.
need it.
He isn't a target man. He, if anything, is a poacher.
No,
he
because
could-
for Lazio, you'll see him hold up the play. You'll see him
Okay,
do that
then
with
you're
his
literally
big body.
proving
not
the
doing that with-
exactly.
you're
You're
proving
proving
my
the point.
point.
You're proving the point. Then with Italy, he's even more irrelevant because if he does that with Lazio and he can't do it with Italy, what's his excuse? If he's not a poacher for
doesn't
Italy,
get the chance. You could see with Italy. Watch them the way they've been playing. They play through their wings.
yeah,
That's fine.
They play through the wings.
That's fine.
Nothing goes to Immobile. They don't play through the middle. He
But
doesn't
if
get
you
the
watch
chances to do
Immobile,
anything.
if you watch Immobile though, he doesn't open up
Yeah.
space. He doesn't create space.
he's
where
not
he's
even.
gotta be.
He doesn't
So
even
what do I
drag
need
a
you on the
player
field
out.
for? What do I need you there for?
I don't even think he drags a player.
Okay, but
out.
you could say that about Scamacca today too.
He's a
Scamacca's-
young
It
kid,
doesn't matter, but
Pear.
Scamacca, you didn't. But it's the point that your striker, it doesn't. The play style doesn't play
But you're
for him.
focusing Scamacca on a game that didn't mean nothing. That's what you're focusing your stats
I'm not
on.
focusing it. I'm just saying that's the striker that came in
I
today,
bet you-
and he was also irrelevant today. You wouldn't even know he was there
So tell me,
because they play through their wings.
Okay, so 56 games for Immobile since 2014. He scored 15 goals. You're telling me that's a player you want to win a World Cup with?
I can do that with several players too. I can do. Luca Toni has 16 goals in 47 games.
still a better number.
Okay, but
Still a better
okay,
ratio.
Totti 9 goals in 58 games.
He played attacking mid
No,
and center mid. Yes, he did.
He played. He was almost like a second striker, dude.
When?
A lot of the games, don't tell me that.
Yeah, he was always
like a second striker for Italy, and he always got the exact same hate from Italy, saying, "Oh, this guy can't do nothing for Italy."
He gets the hate in general because he's a pretty
since
boy
he
and stuff like
spit in
that.
the guy's
Yeah, ever
face.
since he spit at
So
the
that's
guy,
what I'll say.
he went downhill.
I'm not gonna sit here and say Totti's a bad player.
Okay,
But you're comparing Immobile, how good he is on Lazio, and why he can't bring it to Italy.
Because I
He's
can
not
say
a
this till I'm
target
blue
man.
in the
You're saying
face.
he's not a
It's
target man.
I'm saying this till I can say this till I'm blue in the face. It's a style that does not suit his play.
So what's style suits his play?
Exactly how he plays with Lazio.
Okay, so during the Euro Cup, you saw that.
But this has nothing to do with Immobile now. This has to do with Mancini.
What
This is
about
not an
Mancini?
argument we can have. This is a style that Mancini has to
Yeah,
play
that's what I'm
to get his
saying.
striker to work.
With that,
Yeah,
with
but
So this isn't an argument about Immobile is bad because he can't do that. This is a style that Mancini doesn't suit a play
But-
style for his striker.
Right, so that's why I'm saying that he wouldn't be my first choice. He have to be on the team because of how many goals he scores. That's relevant,
Because of
right?
his numbers, yeah.
He scores 30 goals. You're bringing a guy like
You're
that.
not
right?
gonna
He's-
keep a
he's-
guy like that at
exactly.
home.
You're not
Okay.
gonna want to bench a player or
But
not
if
bring
I,
him.
but
you
if
know?
I
In
see
the prime of his career.
But if
Yeah.
I see in 10 games, 12 games, the guy's not producing, hey, buddy, there's something going on
You
here.
got to change your play style or you got to change your striker and change it to somebody who can do what you want him to do.
Right. So I just
So
for
like I
me-
say, this does not have to do with Immobile. This has to do with Mancini. If you can't get your striker to work, that has to do with you because you got a guy who could score you 25, 30 goals.
Yeah.
So if you can't get him to
see,
work, that's
but-
on you
and
because
I think-
clearly he can do his job.
He could, but Mancini, obviously he was struggling. He couldn't do anything. Mancini as a coach should have seen that instead of saying, "Hey, I'm gonna give you the captain, give you some confidence." Bench the guy, sit him the first half,
And then
second half throw him on and say, "Here, go prove to me why you should have started the game."
Yeah.
Let it by
but
starting him, give him the captain.
But even by that,
But-
who was he
but
going to
he's
start
saying-
that
but
game?
yeah, but
Are you
he's
going to
saying
start
it doesn't-
Scamacca?
just for the first half. Just for the first half. Start Joao Pedro for the first half.
No, but
Doesn't
that,
matter.
then again, I'm not going to start
No,
Joao Pedro.
no way.
At the same time, he didn't.
Prepare.
That's why he didn't even have the players to
But
bring.
it's against North Macedonia. That first half, you can start a guy like against Portugal. You're not gonna take that risk.
Yeah.
North Macedonia, you can start even. Who did they start today? Scamacca. Put Scamacca or put Raspadori up there as striker.
I think
That's a problem
Play
on
it
its own. What
and then
you
at,
just said.
and then at half, make the sub.
What?
That's a problem. What you just said. Good point. Is they have no one else to bring. That's
yeah.
a
Yeah, sure.
big
Because
problem.
it's sad when other people are saying you should bring Balotelli.
That's a big
It's
problem
sad when
facing.
people are saying that.
That's a big problem facing Italian soccer. I must say.
Italian soccer in general, I feel like, look at the history. How many times could you say Italy has produced a great number 9?
Yeah.
People.
People in Zaghi, baby.
But you
Offside specialist
But you look,
money.
but you look back, and it was always like at the World Cup. Did anybody at the start of it really think Luca Toni was going to be playing that good? Quinta was going to be playing that
But
good.
yeah, that-
all
hold
these
on.
guys.
But look at the height. Look at the body structure.
But it was a play
That's what you
style
need.
too.
See,
It was a
I
play
was gonna say
style.
I'll say one thing with Luca Toni. I feel like that was like Lippi literally got he knew his style
Yeah,
of play.
he
He's
knew
a
how to get the
big,
best
He's
out of
not
him.
technically sound, but he's a big guy that knows how to use
Throw
his
the
body.
ball to him in the box. He'll put it in the back
and
of the
look
net.
how I want to say a solid 4 to 6 goals literally was created because they would chip it up to Tony. He would shield the defender, drop it off, let someone else come in, and there you go. And that play style is fine too. I've said it before. I'm okay with the striker. He doesn't have to score all the goals,
Yeah.
but as long as he's contributing in that factor,
Well, look,
Bring the
Joe.
defender with you, man. Just open up space.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like as long as you do something that contributes to your attacking sense, and that's the thing with Immobile. If he's not scoring the goals, as much as everyone demands your striker to go score, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
If you looked at me
long
and
as he's-
said he's holding the play up, he's setting up his wingers so they could cut inside and do this and that, because that's kind of like a purpose almost in a 4-3-3. If the striker's not scoring, he's setting up his 2 wingers to cut inside.
100%. Yeah, he's got to be
Creating
taking
space for
defenders
them.
with him to
Yeah.
create.
But if he's not doing that either, that's when I question it. And I won't say it just falls on Immobile. I say in general that front 3 wasn't it.
Well, yeah.
Insigne
Well, like you said,
is-
Chiesa on its own is a
Yeah,
different animal.
and that's
right
the thing.
there.
That's
Yeah.
Chiesa's
Having
such a
him there is
direct
just-
player. Like,
and that's
if-
exactly what I feel we were missing. Somebody was going to get the ball and just take it in
Yeah,
and take
run
the
it.
that
attack.
direct,
run it
that,
then.
and that's
You know
the
what I
big
mean?
when you're playing against. No offense to Macedonia, again they beat Italy, so I
Yeah.
shouldn't really be saying
what
this,
I'm
but I
saying.
will say this: when you're playing a lesser team like that, you need those direct players. I'm even surprised, as much as Verratti, Jorginho, and Barella, fantastic trio. I'm even surprised he didn't go with a more attacking sense in his midfield three.
Yeah, I would honestly, I would have thrown in Pellegrini.
Simply because like you know
Too late.
that.
He did. Too late.
Not
Yeah,
even
but
way too late.
those are
man. He
subs that
waited.
should have been made
Yeah.
earlier.
But you know what I
way
mean?
too
Like
late.
you know
late.
this team is just gonna sit back and defend.
Yeah.
How are you gonna break that block?
Yeah.
You need more attacking prowess. I would have honestly even argued, hell, go with a 4-2-4. You know, get Verratti, Jorginho in the
have to-
midfield, do whatever,
you gotta end
and
that
throw
game.
all your attack at him.
Was Moise Kean
That's
there?
it.
No,
Moise
I
Kean
don't
wasn't
think
even
they're
called
Moise
up.
Kean, no.
You got to end that game in the first 45.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
All
That's it.
Italy needed, and I'm a firm believer, they needed just a goal. Okay, well, clearly they needed just a goal, but they would have got that one goal, got the monkey off their back, whatever. They would have been cruising, like cruise control. It would have either given them the confidence to get more, or they could have just held it down because let's get real. Like,
I was
Goran
laughing.
Pandev wasn't there to score.
Right after
he
the
wasn't even
game,
there.
I saw a tweet and it was like, "Oh, Italy's in shambles. We need a right back. We need strikers. We need." And I was sitting there and I'm like, "Why do we need a right back?" Florenzi's been a stud for Milan. I'm sorry, he's been a stud.
Well,
for Italy.
for
Okay.
the future, he
Italy,
is
look at
30. He
Calabria.
is 30.
Okay, but
Look
hold
at
on.
Calabria.
No, I know.
Calabria stud. Di Lorenzo proved in the
Lorenzo
Euros.
was 30.
Proved in the Euros. Though I'm saying right now, like
Oh,
why
oh
we
yeah,
needed
oh
a
yeah,
right
present.
back.
Yeah. I
You
agree.
got Spina that's gonna be back.
But you have to also think 4 years from now.
Right. So let's think 4 years from now.
Or even 2 years.
Calabria,
Euro.
I'm sorry.
We don't care about a Euro, Joe. We know
No,
we can,
I know,
we can
I
win
know,
a Euro,
but
but
I'm
we
just
can't make
saying,
a World
I'm just
Cup.
saying for our
Yeah.
next international competition,
yeah.
the Euro is like
Euro.
where they get their international experience, the younger guys.
I get it,
We're
right?
past the
So
Euro.
you got Calabria's, that position's his. That's it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Right?
Unless-
Then you got
unless Lord-
Bastoni, that's a stud.
Unless Lord DeShilio comes in and steals it.
No, come on. That shit sailed a long time ago.
He's
That
30.
goes-
That guy,
Dude,
please.
he's the next Maldini, man.
Oh,
Put some praise on his name.
yikes.
Soon there's gonna be a DeShilio jersey right next to Maldini.
That's all I need. All
Those are
I need,
basically
all
the
I
same.
need now is Sano back here to tell me Materazzi's better than Nesta.
Oh, man.
And that's it.
Oh, man, please.
No, you know what? Like I will say, there are some. Italy's defense this is the one thing I'll always say. Italy's defense is never an issue.
Yeah.
even
It's
our
never
most
been an issue, no.
yeah.
That's also that's
I
been our
mean-
saving grace for the last how many
I
years?
would say what was like what we went through a dark age with was we weren't producing good midfielders.
Midfielders.
And now-
Now we
we're
have a
stacked.
plethora of
Now
them.
you don't
Like,
even know who to
Stacked with
play.
midfielders.
You have Verratti, Jorginho, Barella. You got to remember Barella's only 24.
yeah.
He's still
Yeah,
young.
but you're going to have Locatelli, Tonali, Barella.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like Verratti,
future.
That's gonna
Verratti,
be your future
Jorginho, when they
core.
retire, you have Tonali, you have Pellegrini, you have Barella, you have Rovella.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Watching Italy's under 21
played good
today,
today, man.
Jesus
He played good.
Christ,
Scored.
this kid's great. Fratesi, you know what I mean? Like
They're producing midfielders.
Yeah.
they're
a
producing
lot of
midfielders
midfielders.
now. They're producing attackers, but only on the wings, not too much centrally. I mean, Raspadori could play centrally, Zaniolo, Chiesa, whatever. These guys all could do that.
I think
But-
Chiesa in his career, I think he's gonna be more transformed into a central.
Yeah, but
a
well,
central
that
attacker.
I
comes.
could see him playing
But
that
yeah, but
position well
again,
too.
like I'm a strong believer of height. I want
Yeah.
height.
But Mary-
as my-
yeah, but the
as
game's
my center.
changed.
Hey, guys.
The game's changed. It's not really something
Well, no,
you need
you know
anymore.
what?
Has it though? Look at the Prem, man.
I was gonna say I have to agree with Mary here. Chiesa, I would like him centrally because he's direct, but I would use him as that second striker, the guy behind like a Scamacca.
or a Vlahovic, whatever. It's
It's always, you know what I'm gonna
There
say?
it is.
It's
Gotta go back
always
to
about
Vlahovic. Yeah.
There it is.
Vlahovic. It's always
Joe is good with the Roma.
every episode.
it.
But,
Vlahovic.
Yeah, no,
He
Joe.
plays-
Now you're gonna
give us
back him up with
Italian
something
passport.
about Roma, though.
He plays
so what's
beside
going on
him.
with Roma.
You know who would be good though? Zaniolo.
and he's also gonna come.
6'3".
He's also gonna be playing behind Vlahovic.
Yeah, but we're talking about Italy.
I'm talking about next year. Juve.
We're not talking about Serbia.
Transition.
That's it, buddy.
So now we're gonna talk about Juve.
No.
I'm kidding. No,
We're
not
we're
talking
sticking
about
with this
Juve. We're
Italy
not talking
team
about
because
Juve.
they've pissed us all off this whole
Yeah,
week. So.
hence the reason for drinking.
Well, yeah, so now we've turned to alcohol. No, I'm joking. We're not alcoholics, guys.
Cam H, if you heard this, we're just joking around. We're trying to be funny. Bear's drinking water, so we think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it the vodka?
I don't know.
No, but I do think, like, with Italy, everyone's saying it's a dark age, blah, blah, blah. We have this
It's not a
archaic...
dark. You can't say it's a dark.
It's
age
We
now.
won a
Look at all
Euro
these young
Cup
players
6
we have
months
still.
ago. Like
I was gonna-
it's a bump in the road. You know, no one expected it, but hey, it happens, man. It's soccer.
Yeah.
These things happen. It's not it's not unheard of for a big team.
At the end of the day,
Yeah,
guys,
but-
at the end of the day, I think it's well known. This is all Immobile's fault. If Balotelli or Giovinco were here, it would have been completely different.
I heard Nesta is coming back too, actually.
Is he?
Yeah, yeah.
Why is he gonna come back? We need
Dude,
striker.
Montreal
You think he
Impact
can
legend.
score a goal?
You probably, yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Easily.
that's why. Maybe they'll throw him up top.
Let's get
Who
Di
knows?
Natale
Bobo,
out of
maybe bring in
retirement.
Yeah,
Jada?
man. Oh, Bobo too comeback. Ooh,
Quagliarella's coming.
he
Watch.
does only
That's it.
score bangers.
does.
You guess everybody but people. Come on, guys. Good for you people, man.
No, with Italy, this is the thing. I'm reading all this stuff about like it's a problem within the league. It's this the way they go about things. Do you guys think
there has been?
It is
I've been
a
reading a
problem.
lot of things about like even like the youngsters that they have trouble building in Serie A. Like it's a hard league.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
Because no one wants to give him a chance.
like who was that kid that played for Milan? I can't remember his name.
Brian Cristante?
No.
He did.
What was like he was doing all the skill moves with Neymar.
Oh,
What's his name?
Hachima Stewart.
Hachima Stewart.
What happened to that guy?
That kid was supposed to be.
That guy was doing videos with Neymar.
I
I'm like,
heard
oh,
everything about
I was
that
the first
kid.
one. I'm like, oh, this guy's a wonder kid. He's gonna be the
Yeah,
best.
And then the one, then
God.
and then
Guys,
I'm
about the
just
next
hearing him,
Neymar.
and then I was just hearing him shit on Serie A, shit on Milan, saying like
Yeah.
they're not good
He
with
picked
their
Morocco
youth.
over Italy.
Yeah.
I think he saw it coming. I think he
Well,
saw
I,
the
mean, I was
Italian
gonna
thing.
say, I feel like it's his own fault, anyways, just because that man got way too involved with his sponsorships, endorsements,
he
and
got
stuff like
way
that.
Oh, yeah.
famous.
So
way
I
too
mean,
fast.
yeah,
Like,
like
he
he was
was
already
always-
a Nike.
I didn't even watch a game of his, but I saw like 30 YouTube videos. of him.
Yeah, that he was
Oh,
already
yeah.
like
He
just
looked
do it
huge,
with
though.
Nike.
Yeah.
No, but I was reading one of the like for Baggio. Baggio was a part of the FIGC. Like once he retired, he was called whatever, and he was put in charge of the youth sector, growing it, developing it, stuff like that. And I saw that he wrote a 900-page document outlining and guiding how it could grow, you know, making the teams more Italian based, this, that, whatever, having a minimum of X amount of players with X amount of age, like all this stuff, highlighting what to do.
Yeah, to help it grow.
And apparently the president and everyone else didn't even read it. They laughed at it and they just threw it out. And then he resigned almost immediately. And it's stuff like that that kind of makes you think like there's obviously like there is a known issue with Italian and the youth and stuff like that. It's also known that we have great youth in Serie A and in Italy. It's just a matter of that archaic, like Stone Age mentality where it's like, no, we want to live for now. We want to win a Coppa Italia. We want to win a Scudetto. We want to do this.
Yeah.
And it goes down to the bigger teams because, again, Sassuolo, they produce fantastic players. But these guys don't get recognized entirely until they move into, like, those top teams.
Yeah.
The Juve, the Milan, the Inter, whatever. But then you see these top teams not wanting to invest in them.
Yeah.
Oh, 30 mil? Why would we do that when I could pick up a guy
Or
from
not
Dinamo
or-
Zagreb for $1.50?
Or not
you
even
know,
that.
like-
Then they would
They're
go
not
there and they would
investing.
ride the bench for the
Yeah.
next 3 years.
Yeah,
And then
I-
it kills their confidence.
I-
They go start 2 games in a row. They
Yeah.
play bad
It's
games
killing-
because they're sitting on the bench. How are you gonna gain anything from
Yeah.
that? And then people are, why do we even have this guy?
Yeah.
Get rid of it. And then what does that do to their confidence? Especially these young players.
Bernardeschi with Juve.
Yeah.
Coming from Fiorentina, he was supposed to be like the biggest thing. There was claims he was going to be the next Baggio. And then Allegri looks, no, hey, see you
Yeah,
later. You're
but
going to
I
sit
think
down.
he was just
Obviously, it's overhyped.
he never
There
really,
always
I
will
don't
be
think he ever had
overhyped.
like that much of the skill compared
But-
to like some of these players that are coming up now that they have, but they have to get given the chances, and not on small teams, big teams.
Yeah.
Inter,
Don't
Juve,
get me wrong.
Milan.
Yeah,
they
but
need
they're
to give
all
them chances.
investing in imports. They're
Yeah,
not
I know,
gonna-
and that's
they're
the
not
problem.
home growing their players.
Don't
That's
get me
the
wrong.
problem with Italian soccer.
I understand loaning a player out, like with what Roma did with Pellegrini. How they loaned him to Sassuolo after 2 years, brought him back, whatever. We paid the 13 mil, 15 mil.
No, that's fine though. You're staying in the country. You're staying in your.
But
in
that's
your,
what I'm saying. Like when you loan up these players out, that they're so like not sought after. They're so like there's expectations around them, and they have all this ability from your Primavera and stuff like that. And you send them down to Serie B or Serie C. Do they really grow? Like
No, I
honestly
don't
and
think
truthfully,
so.
I'm sorry. It sounds mean and whatever, but they're not growing.
Yeah.
Send them to
You gotta
the
compete with
teams
the
in
best
Serie A.
if you want
Yeah,
them to grow.
exactly. If you want to see these guys develop and actually become something, you have to mix them in on the Torinos, the Sassuolos,
Yeah.
Empoli, like those mid-table to bottom table teams. Like,
Yeah,
and
you gotta
yeah,
get
they'll
them
take a
involved.
beating and lose,
Yeah,
whatever,
100%.
but they'll grow as a player. Like it makes them even better. And the only team that's doing that is, I would say, Sassuolo. The only problem is no one wants to buy these guys.
Yeah.
And they don't want to drop the 30 mil on Raspadori. They don't want to drop the 40 mil on this guy, on 25 mil on this guy. It's like, no,
And
why?
then at the end of the day, like even when you're saying those numbers, that just comes to Serie A too, how there's no money to spend. Like they're only asking 30 mil for a guy like this.
But in
and
fairness,
he looks like he could be a future talent.
In fairness,
future
I would
talent.
say
and
one-
then you got guys like Harry Maguire.
He has 80 mil, and he's
Playing for 80 million.
Don't you dare say something about Harry Maguire.
and he's
the
probably
guy
the
looks
worst
more
soccer
li-
player
yeah.
I've ever seen play the game.
Oh,
like
buddy.
it's actually crazy that he has made a career. Like I want to know how it came about because there's no way that
I think
people,
he scored that
someone
one.
looked
He
at him
scored
and was
like one
"Yo,
header
this
or
guy-
something, and then it was like, this is
This
the guy.
this
80
guy on
mil.
my team.
I don't
His
know.
nickname is
It's
Slabhead.
Yeah,
Let
like
that just sink in. He headbutts his own players.
he looks.
Yeah, Ronaldo.
crazy. I've seen him take the ball off his own players, push him down.
He's literally a schlub.
Joe,
I'm sorry.
have you seen him dribble the ball?
Yes.
But he still
Yes.
starts. He still gets that captain's armband, and they still have faith that for 80 mil, this guy's gonna be something.
No,
This guy's it. 29? Don't worry about
Yeah.
it. He's gonna get better, guys.
And then
Give
you
him
gotta,
time.
yeah, that's
Give him
another thing
time.
with
Man,
England too. Then you got Tamori playing phenomenal, and they still decide to bring Harry Maguire
Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah.
over
No,
Tamori, but
yeah,
it's because he
doesn't
plays in the
count.
Prem.
Doesn't
And
count because
yeah,
he plays in
Serie
Serie
A
A.
is basically
Dude, it's
what
nothing,
what they
man.
the Farmers League.
It's a farm
where are
league.
we?
Yeah, it's a farm. It's a farm.
I mean,
Technically, one of the like most competitive leagues this year.
But not even
yeah,
the biggest
yeah,
city, like,
yeah.
But,
But
you
but
can't-
within
stats-wise.
ourselves though, that is
Well,
within
exactly.
ourselves.
I was gonna say like I hate the title being called the Farmers League because like I've
Right
watched
now,
Serie
it
A
is.
growing up, but
I mean, it is like it's clearly a stepping stone for people now.
That's the way it is.
That's the way it is now because we don't have the money.
yeah,
But at the end of the day, if I'm what's his name, Southgate, I'm not look. I'm looking at Maguire and I'm looking at Tamori. I don't care where Tamori plays. Look at how he's playing. Look at the performances he's putting in. I'm taking him.
Yeah.
Maybe okay, bring Maguire too, but Maguire's not touching that field.
let's get real. He's
I'm
gonna
not
his
bringing
back
Maguire.
line would be Ben
I would
White,
not
Harry
even-
Maguire, Luke Shaw, and Kyle Walker.
It's,
Yeah.
You know,
Gilberto
like that's
Carlos.
it. Like
Roberto Carlos had one good season in his whole life, and everyone.
not
everyone
even. He's a bum. He's
no,
genuinely a
he
bum.
had a good season last year. Like consistently
Dude,
throughout
that's
the season, he
Gilberto
was
Carlos,
good.
dude. You can't speak bad on
Manu,
his name.
I mean, Manu itself, they had a pretty good season last year.
Luke Shaw sucks.
Yeah, he does. He
He
does.
is
He's
so
horrible.
bad.
He's horrible.
Even his good season was literally the most bang average thing. Him and Aaron Wan-Bissaka suck.
No, dude.
I don't know,
One
but
of
now
the best
that it's not-
tacklers.
now
You're
that
talking
it's-
about one of the
I
best
don't-
tacklers
They're
now.
already saying though. The English fans are
One of the
saying
best
now that it's
tacklers,
not
Joe.
coming Rome, it's locked that it's going home.
Yeah, no,
It's
for
locked
sure.
in.
Okay,
Honestly,
I wouldn't say that.
You
That's a
haven't
bit
talked-
much.
You haven't talked to an England fan.
Oh, thank
it's
God.
locked in.
Dude,
Listen.
imagine final Canada versus England.
Yeah, okay.
It's coming home.
Hey,
Just the wrong.
I'm not
home.
gonna say no.
Not the Queen's home. The Queen's other home.
It's not something I want to argue. I want to see Canada make that push. But
Nah, man, watch. I got some
Alfonso
faith
Davies
in
has
the
Luke
boys.
Shaw in his back pocket.
Yeah,
for
100%.
90 plus minutes.
Dude,
Easy.
Alfonso
Easy.
Davies, he's gonna be all over that field.
100%.
All
Oh,
over.
he always
Dude,
is.
I think
he
with-
goes to Canada. I think
Yeah.
he's played every position on the
I was
field.
gonna say, I think
every-
with Alfonso, John Herdman looks at Davies. He's like, "Hey, just go. Do what you got
What do
to
you
do,
want
buddy.
me- you do you. What do you want me to play
you
today,
and-
coach?
You and David just go.
Yeah,
do what
just
you
run.
have to do.
Run.
Do it. Just do
Go have
it.
fun.
I see Jonathan David dropping back, playing center back, bringing the ball up. Davies is flanking on the other side. I'm like, there it is. All
There it
right,
is.
I like this.
There's that movement.
But yeah, no.
Did you see the ranking of Canada though?
Yeah,
were like
they climbed up high.
95th, and then when they got this coach now, they brought he's all the way what 30 now, no, like 35 or something, ranked 35 in the world,
Are they
still
35?
35 from 95 or something crazy like that. For sure, it's in the 30s. I know that.
That's
30
actually
or 35 to be exact.
That's actually crazy. I did not know they were ranked that high.
They were ranked 95, and then he took over. And
I mean, all these players are getting more and more
What is it?
recognition.
Italy's ranked 6th. Should be lower. IMO.
A little bit high.
sometimes
Huh? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean high?
Huh?
What do you mean high?
What did I say? I don't know. Dude, I don't know. What are you on about? What did I say?
should be lower.
Canada.
Yeah, I meant to say it should be lower. Did I say it should be higher?
Yeah, it should be higher.
Yeah, I think
Should
I'm
be
high
high. I
right
was gonna
now.
say lower, it would be like top
Yeah.
5 then.
But you think that they should be like lower, like top 5, or like the
No,
other way?
lower like.
Oh yeah,
other
yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, so we're on the same page.
What's Canada's
Man,
rank?
Canada's only 2 spots ahead of Russia.
Okay, what's their rank?
It's kind of
Yeah,
messed
but
up.
Russia lost ranks because.
Wait. Poland qualified.
Yeah,
Yeah.
today, yeah.
They qualified.
What happened with the Ukraine-Scotland game? That was played?
Wales got
No,
postponed.
Poland played Sweden.
I said Scotland.
Yeah, no, but you said Poland.
Yeah.
He asked if Poland qualified. I said
Yeah,
yes.
but
'Cause
Poland-
wasn't
but
it Ukraine versus
wasn't,
Scotland?
No, Poland wasn't facing Ukraine.
No, I'm saying, okay,
It was
Poland,
Ukraine versus Scotland. I don't know what happened with that game.
That's what he's
but-
asking.
That's what
Ukraine
I'm
versus
asking.
Scotland. No.
No, but you talk about
because
the
that was
Poland game.
postponed.
Yeah. I don't know
But
what
I
ended up
saw
happening with
today that
game.
Poland qualified, and Poland was supposed to play the winner of Ukraine and
No,
Scotland.
Poland was playing with
No,
Sweden. So the winner of Sweden was it Czech Republic?
Yeah. Yeah, he's right.
So who played Scotland?
Wales. Was the
No,
winner
it got
of
postponed.
The
Wales-
Austria, oh, wait, who's the Austria game? That's what it was.
Wales got postponed.
So
I know
only
that for
2
sure.
teams right now are confirmed in. We're awaiting the third one still.
Yep.
Yeah, because Wales game they didn't play it. But are you checking?
I can check the Europe one now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, so Poland beat Sweden 2-0, and then Wales. So that game they're still waiting. It's still to be determined because they don't know the winner because the Scotland Ukraine game
yeah,
has to
yeah,
play,
yeah.
but they haven't played yet. So once they figure out that, then Wales will play and they'll figure out who wins.
Okay.
Still can't believe Wales beat Austria.
I could.
But
Gareth Bale. Even though I
Bale.
predicted Austria, Gareth Bale, man. Wales, Golf, Madrid in that order.
Alaba. The guy plays everywhere. He's like a Davies.
Alba's fantastic.
he was Davies before Davies was Davies.
That's true, actually. He made being Davies sick.
Yeah.
I mean, Davies did play with Alaba. Maybe he learned it from him.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like, he knew what he was getting himself into.
No.
Knowing that he plays on
Davies-
Canada and he's the best player on the team and he's probably going to have to play
Is he
anywhere
the
on the
best
field.
player on the team?
I would say so.
On what team? On Canada?
Healthy?
Davies?
Yeah.
Like healthy, full team?
120%.
He's the best player on the team.
No, 100%.
No.
120%.
I
don't know.
Alfonso
man.
Davies,
That
man?
guy could play anywhere.
That
he
guy
wants.
Jonathan David moves so differently.
No.
He's
Yeah, what
he's
about
a mad
Alfonso
lad.
Davies? Dude,
You
that
know
guy's the
what?
Yeah,
Flash,
no, okay,
dude.
I agree. I
Joe,
agree.
Joe, do you know-
Davies is
dude,
nasty.
Davies made Semedo retire, dude. After that game.
It's actually true.
The
It's
guy did
actually
two step
true.
overs, and the guy
No.
ended up in
He's
fucking
still
Madrid.
sliding, that guy.
I 100% think Davies is world class.
Yeah.
But I feel like David is a very under the
Oh, no, no,
radar,
no.
like star stud.
Don't get me
I
wrong.
don't think he's
No,
under
he's
the
a
radar.
star.
Don't get me
You know
wrong.
where
He's
you're
a star.
Yeah,
getting.
you know he's a stud.
But I'm saying,
to
like,
say
I'm
he's-
saying-
to say he's up there with Alfonso Davies.
Yeah, Fonzie, dude. That's a
Yeah,
different
dude.
story,
He's a
man.
league of his
He's
own.
different gravy.
Hey, I don't know if you noticed, but like, did you see David when they were playing Jamaica? He looked slow.
Slow.
Sure,
Sure,
that was
with the
that
weather
field,
over there,
man.
dude.
No, but
I don't
also
know
it
the guys
was-
were
they're
playing in that
playing Jamaica,
condition.
man. Like-
That field was
No,
nice.
listen.
Dude, I
That
was
field
cold
nice.
watching that game in my
That-
living room.
I was at the game live, and what I could tell you
Well,
was
it's different. Yeah, you look.
it was so cold, and every player just looked like every time they were about to like touch the ball, they looked like their knees didn't even want to bend to control it or even
Yeah,
take a
sure.
step. They're like,
Poor
"Oh,
Jamaicans. They're probably playing
Yeah.
like, dude, what is this? Where are
yeah.
we right now?
I respect any of those Jamaica fans when I saw like the couple actually make the trek, or I don't know if they made the trek or if they're already in Canada.
They're probably from Canada. They didn't come from Jamaica to here to watch a game that meant
You never
nothing
know.
to them.
You never know.
Come on, they live here.
That'd be pretty crazy.
It would be pretty crazy.
Something's
Maybe
wrong
not.
with them for
Maybe
sure.
they wanted to go on vacation. Maybe
we
want
wanna
to
go to Jamaica.
unless,
not come here.
unless it was like family members.
That's what I'm saying.
Then
You-
yes, but I don't think like a fan from Jamaica would travel here to watch a game that didn't mean anything for
you
them.
never know.
Dude,
It meant
100%.
nothing for
People
them.
that live here.
Yeah,
You never know.
Who from Jamaica would come here? We want to go there.
Oh yeah,
They're
because
gonna come
it's
here?
not even like they could have made it either. It's like the competition was done for
that's
them
what I'm saying.
already.
They were already out.
Yeah.
Who's making that trip?
Regardless,
No.
those guys look like they were frozen.
Yeah,
and I felt very bad for them.
Obviously.
Out of their element. Clearly. I'm like, maybe you should go back home.
Going back 33 is the rank for Canada
Yeah.
from 95.
Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
And
crazy.
Italy's in sixth
Italy's I don't know how. Italy should be like 49.
because they won. the
Italy
Euro.
should be 33 and Canada should be 6.
Yeah, for real, dude. Canada by the end of the World Cup, at least number 2.
No.
No, I'd say at the end of the Euro. Kidding. That was a joke,
bad,
guys.
that was
Everyone
bad.
went
Is anyone else
silent.
confused?
Everyone went silent. I was just joking around. I had a guy literally look at me and say, "I'm glad a European team won the Euro." All right, so I thought that was funny. I just thought I'd kind of relay the
That's
joke.
also really bad.
So
That's so stupid.
yeah, now it's funny. Whatever, guys.
That guy's onto something.
This guy, holy, where's this guy been?
I hate you guys with a passion.
Oh man,
What else? So Portugal. is
Portugal
going.
made it.
That's-
I mean, they made. I mean, but see, they did what Italy didn't like. What
I feel
they
like we're
couldn't
always
do.
gonna go back to Italy.
No,
Is this-
because all Italy had to do was get that one goal. Portugal did it today. They got the one goal and they had full control of that game.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, like they were North Macedonia played different. Like they were playing attacking today against Italy. They were playing a little bit more defensive. I mean,
It doesn't
they're
matter.
11 guys
man.
back.
Macedonia doesn't have any firepower.
I know, but
Goran
Joe-
Pandev wasn't there.
But they
Okay,
clearly
but
they
say-
played good enough to shut down Italy and get. And the coach already said, just get in front of every shot. That's it.
Yeah, that's what they were doing. Dude, at one point, I thought I was watching a game of FIFA.
That's all it was.
30 block shots out there was crazy.
There was literally a real life.
What was
FIFA
the
game.
stat? I think it
Literally.
was 32 shots, 5 of them on
5.
target. The rest just either blocked or missed completely.
They were throwing themselves in front of the ball.
But
That's
even
just-
even watching like today, like I'm not gonna say Donnarumma's garbage. I don't want to get into that, but that guy's got to find a starting team.
Yeah, no,
because
that
that
guy,
guy,
he
can't
can't
keep
be
riding
riding
on the
pine
bench because
anymore,
every game you just see him getting worse and worse and worse.
It's so sad.
It's a
seeing it,
confidence
man.
thing at this
It's-
point.
Yeah.
Like,
He's got to leave
Italy-
PSG and he's got to start somewhere
For-
because
for
now even
Italy's
for
sake?
Italy,
Yeah.
even for Italy's sake,
For
like,
Italy's sake,
I would never
He has
think
to
I
go
would
somewhere.
ever think like Donnarumma would be struggling like this.
I would never
Yeah,
think.
well-
I
Never.
would never think.
I would never be like think I would say this.
Yeah.
No, you know what?
It's
it's expected.
Watching the game today, honestly, all I could say is I genuinely felt bad for him. Like he literally looked like a man that was just like a former shadow
Defeated.
of himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he looked just so lost, defeated, broken down, and it's like,
Yeah. Well, sure, you got to think though. Even today, being out there, like he's probably saying like he doesn't even want to be there.
well, yeah,
Already out of the
100%.
World Cup, like
Yeah.
it means nothing.
It goes back to like I remember we always have this debate about loyalty and money taking over the game and stuff like that, and you go to think like how much more is he getting at PSG than he did at Milan? Wasn't like Milan's final offer $7.5
it's-
mil?
It was
Pretty
close
sure.
to it was close to 8 with bonuses.
But
Yeah.
but it all with that deal, like, it all comes down to the bonuses and like
Yeah.
with the PSG deal, every year he goes up. So like now he starts at like I think it's 7.
It was just a deal
Next
that
year
did not
it's
make
eight
so
and a
he's
sense.
in it for the
half.
money,
Next year
is what
it's
you're saying.
10. Well, I mean
Yeah.
the deal. How Raiola made 50 mil off the deal.
Yeah, Raiola profited off the deal more than
So
anybody.
how,
More than
much, so how
anybody.
much is he gonna make? 10 mil?
Well, after all, like by his third year, he'll be making 10 mil.
Yeah.
Plus who knows what
Okay.
in bonuses.
Okay, so let's say the difference is a few million. 2 million, 3 million.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
So you come up from the ranks of Milan. You're a Milan fan growing up. You're playing for your club. You're making 2-3 million less than you're gonna go and play for PSG, which I'm sorry, but that league does not compare with Serie A. I'm sorry. It's a what, 2-team league at most?
I wouldn't even say
I
two
wouldn't say two
teams.
teams.
I'm gonna be
I
I'm
honest
just
with
gonna
you.
say Leo won it.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna
was-
throw
that
them
was-
in
Even
there.
look at
That was a
Lille
fluke.
now.
That was
Right.
a fluke. That was a complete fluke.
Okay,
like last
fine.
year, they just came out of nowhere.
Am I gonna leave? I don't know if I'm gonna leave. You know what I mean?
No, there's no way. There's
Like-
no way. But at the end of the day,
I'll give
And
you
it
that.
shows.
at the end of the day, though, I think the main reason he left, not only for the money, but I feel like he saw what they were doing, signing all these players. He left because he wanted to chase trophies. He thought he could go there, win trophies. He wants to fill a cap.
You know what I say? You don't want to play for my club? There's the door. Go.
and that's what happened.
Leave.
That's
you
what
got
it is.
Tonali
That's
that
how they
takes a
treat- that's how
pay
they
cut.
treated it.
A pay cut
Listen,
to stay on the team.
I'll always say, and as much as everyone gives me grief and saying, Joe, you have to get rid of the romance in like in sports, blah, blah, blah. It's all about money. It's all about money. No, I will forever hang on to that. Simply because, and I know, okay, I'm going to bring up Roma. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's...
No, we knew it was coming. No, you gotta
but
apologize.
like
expected.
I look at guys
expected at
like
this
De Rossi. He was wanted even when he was retiring. He was wanted by other like decent teams, like not like a bad team, whatever. And he literally looked at the president and said, "Whenever I play a game, that's when you could pay me." Like he was literally offering himself as a pay to play just because he wanted to stay loyal. There still is I'm a firm believer there is still loyalty within teams and players and whatever. It's just a matter of their agent seeping into their mind. And a guy like Mino Raiola is all about money. Him, Jorge Mendes, and there's even that new up and coming agent guy. I can't remember. I don't know his name right now off the top of my head. It's an Italian guy though too. And honestly, all these guys, they just care about the money and getting. Yeah, and I know their purpose is really to get their player. They're
get the best
whatever.
for them.
Yeah, to make money for themselves too. But at the same time, it's like you look at it, and it's like that's what's destroying not only their careers, but the game in Italy itself. Balotelli could have been such a great player, but why
Yeah,
on
but
earth
he's-
do you sign for Manchester City when they signed Agüero, Dzeko, and
Why did Donnarumma sign for PSG knowing Navas?
no,
is there?
I agree.
But
Dude,
that's the problem with Raiola,
Right?
Having
yeah.
that
Well,
immense
that's the
rate.
thing. With Raiola, it's all about the money. Hey, you're gonna go here. Don't worry, your career's
he'll,
fine.
he'll take as a player. He'll take care of you. He'll make sure you get paid. He'll make sure you're never gonna
Yeah.
have to struggle again.
Even
He'll
as an
take care
average
of you.
player.
He's a great agent in that aspect. But for teams to deal with him, he's a very shitty agent.
Yeah.
Because all these demands and everything, and he. The thing is, he has some of the top players. Like, a lot of the top players
know
for
who
a
I
long
respect?
time. And that's why he still has that power in the industry because of who he has under him.
But not with one player.
Who?
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
I mean,
The guy's
He
played
does it.
everywhere.
I
bro.
agree.
That guy's
No, no,
played
but Mayor-
everywhere.
But everywhere he's went, it's because it's been on his terms, not Raiola's.
no,
That-
but how much?
to a certain
how much,
extent, I'll
how
agree.
much? That can you-
100%. No, it's been. He
No,
said it.
no, no. Hey, I'll tell you right now. I know. I one move right there. Milan to PSG. He didn't want that move.
Yeah.
Raiola pushed that move because
He's openly
because
Where is
admitted he
Zlatan
didn't.
right now?
he came back. But
Yeah, but why did he go
Mayor,
back?
he left in the best years of his life, and that was right after him and Thiago Silva left. Milan went.
To be to be
sure.
fair, that thing
the
with
two-
Thiago
The two
Silva
best
was
players
not
in the world at that time.
Raiola.
I mean, other than Messi and Ronaldo.
No, no,
obviously.
that's what he.
You know who pushed that deal? Berlusconi and Galliani, because they were facing bankruptcy.
but so
That's
did-
what
so
it
did
Yeah,
was.
Milan.
Berlusconi needed some more hookers. That's,
So-
No,
that's all it
it's,
was.
it's literally like
No,
they
I
were
know,
facing
I know,
bankruptcy.
I know.
Yeah, I know. I remember they sold them too, and then there was
65 million, they
and
didn't buy
then-
a single
and-
soul.
Yeah, and then a week later, they guys, we can afford Biscotti. I was like, but I'm sorry, did we not just sell our top two players for 65
70
mil?
million to Madrid.
Yeah,
Didn't buy
bought
anybody.
nothing.
That's what I mean. It was.
Where was
just-
that money? That money was
Yeah, that
the
was the fall
minute
of
that
Milan.
Berlusconi went into politics. That's it. He lost it.
Yeah.
He
That
lost
was the
whole-
problem
he lost
right
the whole
there.
idea. He lost the whole plot.
Well, Milan in general, I feel like now they've done a really good job with like this whole resurgence, and I know a lot of Milan fans hate the Elliott management because they're so strict with the contract negotiations and stuff like that. But in saying that, I feel like Milan has done very well with replacing
Yeah.
their players.
Oh, 100%.
You know, replacing Donnarumma with Big Mike,
No.
that's fantastic. You know,
No,
like that's a
no.
great
Yeah,
bit
but
of
you
business.
have to understand that the Elliot is a hedge fund. So what they did was they took Milan that was facing bankruptcy,
Yeah.
and they're gonna sell them for a profit. That's what they do with all their teams that they take over. So if you think that they're gonna go and they're gonna splash money until they sell, that's not happening.
Well,
So
that's fine.
Milan
You look at-
fans, get over it. This is
Yeah.
what it is.
Well, I mean, they're still building a very
They
competitive
are.
team.
They're. I think they're first for like lowest wage bill.
Yeah,
or something
I
in
saw-
the
I
top
saw
five.
Mal-
And
with
that's Maldini.
Maldini.
What Maldini is
Maldini.
doing with the funds he has is incredible. The players
Right.
he's bringing in and what he's doing.
Imagine he had actual like funds and freedom
Yeah.
to spend. Like then I would love to see like what he can do.
He brought in Theo, that was on
Well, I
on
mean,
the bench
again,
from Madrid. Like
It goes down to the name of this player. You know, he's a loyal guy.
Yeah.
He literally did he get paid all the gold in the world by Milan? No. He probably was getting $1 million a year, $2 million a
Who's
year,
this,
whatever.
Theo?
No,
Maldini.
Maldini. I'm saying like his contracts that he negotiated, probably maybe he was a top earning player, of course, because he was there for so long. But I would put money on it that Kaká made more than him, or
absolutely.
Shevchenko made more than him. Cafu when he came from
look-
Roma, like all these guys made more, and he was okay with that. So he's transmitting that to the players he signed, like Theo Hernandez. Theo Hernandez could go to any team in the world,
he doesn't want to though.
but he
said
doesn't
it.
want to.
Right?
Why?
He wants to follow. He said it. He goes, "My idol is Maldini.
Exactly.
Why am I going to move?"
And that's what I mean. Like with a name like that, and I feel like with Italian soccer, they should look at Maldini and use him as an example.
Well, even
He's the
Totti.
perfect
I'll bring
example.
Roma back in this. Totti could have went to Madrid.
Yeah, but at the
Didn't
same
do it.
time, you can't do that when you got all these other leagues just splurging money to all their players, and then they're seeing that, and you don't
Yeah.
think they want that
Yeah,
money?
no,
in their
100%.
pocket?
It's a different game now
Yeah.
too than like 10 than it
It's
was.
very
10 years
rare.
ago.
Do I see Theo staying loyal to the end of his career
No,
with
no,
Milan?
no.
Definitely not. No. But I've always had this theory. I feel like an Italian player is more likely to stay loyal to an Italian team. So if
Clearly not. Donnarumma.
no, okay,
Right there.
that clearly proves my point wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like
You wish it was like that. Is what you want.
yeah, I'm trying to think of a player right now. But okay, Tonali, he accepted a pay cut to stay.
Yeah.
I mean,
And now he's being rewarded
look
for
at,
it.
Another Locatelli too in the summer. Arsenal offered more money to Sassuolo and to him to make.
But
He
he's
said
grown
no.
up as a Juve fan.
He said no.
Yeah.
I want to. I
But
only want to go to Juve.
But that's what I'm saying.
And I
I feel like
respect that.
I feel like these
because
players like
they'll want to play for the team.
Yeah.
They'll die for the team, and that's what you want in your team.
But that's why I'm saying like with Italy, they're investing in these youngsters and whatever abroad. Yeah, you're selling them for a huge profit. You're making all the Allison, Roma bought him for 12 mil, sold him for 75 mil. Great profit.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm okay with making those kind of deals. 100%. But with that money you made, why aren't you investing it in a young Italian player that you know could lead the line in the future, that could stay loyal?
I got an example for you. Remember the name? And Milan just signed him, and I'm pretty sure they sold him again. Pellegrini.
Pietro Pellegrini.
Remember how much? Remember before he went to Monaco?
Yep.
He was linked with Roma.
I don't
He was
think
linked
we got
with
rid of him
Juve.
yet.
No, I think
I think it's just a loan.
It is.
isn't it?
It was a
I think
loan.
we
I
loaned
think
him out.
yeah, it's just a loan though.
Yeah.
But he's injured again. I think
Yeah,
he
he's
tore
already
his
injured.
ACL.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Before he went to Monaco, he was linked with Roma, Juve,
Yeah.
Inter, Milan, all the top teams, and he ended up deciding to go to Monaco for some reason. And he had a lot of potential, and then now you don't even hear about him. He went back to Milan now, but he's injured. He's just struggling now. He can't get that.
I
thing
remember
get
Milan, though, I
anything
think
going.
he played maybe
Played like 1 minute, I think.
half a game for us or something.
Well, look
this year.
at Scamacca actually. Came through the Roma Youth Academy, loved Rome, shit like that, whatever, cool, nice. He was offered by Inter, Milan, all these teams. He just didn't want to go to the top team because he said it was offensive to Roma. He's a Roma fan through and through, whatever. So he accepted a PSV Eindhoven offer. Went there, played a little bit, grew, and now he came back to Italy. There's rumors he was going to come back to Roma, but of course, Roma's not smart. We'd rather buy Ante Coric, and we don't even know where he is right now. And now look how well he's doing on Sassuolo. Now all the top teams are going after him. And as much as I would love for him to come back to Roma, it's not on the cards. So I would prefer to see him, as much as I would hate it deep down, because I know he has the potential to be a fantastic player, but I'm okay with seeing him go to Inter, go to Juve, go to Milan, develop, because that's what he needs. You look at guys like Belotti and Berardi. Belotti could have been, I will say it to him blue in the face, he could have been so much better. Went from
100%.
Palermo to Torino,
100%.
which was a good step in his career.
They stayed
Has
too
that
long.
great season, and then, this goes down to the owner, demanding 80 mil.
100.
100, even
That's
worse.
that's where the
100
greed comes in. They want all this money.
And that's the biggest thing, because at that point, it's like, if he made that step then to Milan, it would have been great for his career. Because there's only so much of a ceiling you could reach on these mid-table teams. Berardi, he's been at the same level for the last how many years?
He's in his prime now. He plateaued. That's why, for
He gets
Milan,
the
I know
credit.
they're linked with him. I don't think that would be that great of a signing.
He
to
gets
get
the
him.
credit, and rightfully so.
But
He
I-
puts up
I-
the
I-
numbers.
but what I'm seeing is
Perry,
Milan are
next
getting
year-
him, and they're getting a deal with Scamacca.
Yeah.
He'll be
So if you're going to get a player like that for
Yeah,
25 mil,
but
who's
for me,
in double
he's a
digit
backup.
and goals and assists,
He'll be a
you
backup
want
for
to
you
you want to
guys.
take him.
He'll be a backup for you.
I still see him starting
I
over
see it.
Salamakers.
I would start Salamakers over him. Man, Salamakers.
Salamakers is
if
a
you can
good
find that
player, man.
consistency,
But you got to look at what Berardi's doing this year too. You think Berardi's not going to come with double digits in goals and assists and
Well, if
start
he
for
comes
Milan?
and starts missing open nets, buddy, I don't want him.
it'll be a different story.
See, but wait,
Milan
But that's
played
what I mean. At
different.
that point, you gotta come for that money for 25
No,
million,
yeah,
and that
yeah.
guy who's doing what he's doing. You got to give
But
him
I'm
a
saying,
chance.
I don't know. That
Well,
move
see,
there,
though-
I think.
You know what I
his
say?
train- his
If
train
Maldini
was left.
wants him, I'm good, because everybody that Maldini signed has been
Well, I
amazing.
was going to say, that's
But
the
I think
biggest
that's
thing.
more with the whole, like you said, like
Sorry.
it's getting a deal with Scamacca, so it's kind
Do
of
you see
fine, we'll take him.
right there, though? I'm going to backtrack for a second. That right there is kind of the issue with Serie A.
What?
Yes, okay, like what you guys said. No, Salamakers is good. Like, he's going to ride pine to Salamakers.
Yeah.
Obviously, I get it. You want your team to do well, blah, blah, blah. Like, rightfully so, the coach will choose what's in form.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I feel like a guy doesn't even get the chance. Like, with Bernardeschi, when Juve first signed him, he instantly was a bench player.
Yeah.
It wasn't, okay, you know what, we got him for a reason. He's fits in our plans. Let's throw him out there. You know what I mean? And he rode the bench. And obviously, coming from starting 24/7 to riding pine, it's going to affect you mentally.
Yeah.
So then that probably put a toll on his mind, and he couldn't do it. With Berardi, same thing. If he makes the move to Milan, I think he'll be good. Do I think he'll be anything special? Definitely not. But I feel like the problem will be Pioli would start with Salamakers still, rather than giving him the run out. And then how are you going to replace a guy like Salamakers if he's doing well? You can't. And then Berardi's going to come in. He'll maybe have an average game, and he'll be like, all right, see you later. Get out of here.
Anybody
Sell
but
what he's done."
Castillejo, man.
But with what Berardi's
Anybody
doing,
but him.
with what Berardi's doing this year, like if he does come to Milan next year, he will get the
Yeah,
starting.
yeah,
You're
you
gonna
gotta
give
see,
him the
like
chance.
you give him the chance. See, hey,
Yeah, but is that
see what you can
fair
do.
to Salamakers that
Well,
proven
he's having a
himself?
better, but he's having a better season than Salamakers is currently. If you're getting a better player,
Yeah.
you got to give him the chance. If you can't get nothing out of him, you bring Salamakers back
Yeah.
in and see what he could bring you.
Well, that's with anyone.
I'm okay with having both
Yeah.
of those guys.
Yeah.
To be honest
Yeah,
with you.
no,
I'm
don't get me
okay.
wrong. 100%. Like it's
you
a
need
good
the
depth
depth.
option.
It's depth.
Yeah.
It's an upgrade.
Yeah,
I'll
with
take it.
with Berardi and
Especially-
Salamakers, that double role, like that'd be great.
Especially for
you
me,
guys.
I'm not even looking at Berardi so much in that deal. I'm looking at Scamacca because that's
Yeah.
what Milan need to bring right now. They need a young striker who's going to put the ball in the back of the net. So that's like the main focal point.
It's
there.
just a fear of mine if Scamacca goes to you guys. I mean, Ibra is always injured.
No, Ibra's like.
Yeah.
Nah, but you guys,
What I heard-
Milan's gonna sign him again.
No,
I think-
what I heard is
but
they're gonna give
but
him
I think
an-
we're signing him for like 2-3
No,
mil.
2.5. No, hey, it's no,
So
it
if that
is.
happens,
It is.
yeah.
It's 3 mil with.
And he accepted it.
No, it's
Yeah.
a 3 mil deal.
No,
Still
no,
has
he
to
doesn't
accept it.
accept
It's a
it.
3 mil.
Oh,
It's a
okay,
3 mil deal But then he has the next year he's coming in as like a
he wants to come in as like a
something for
director
management or
position,
something. Yeah.
Not director, but yeah, management
Something like
position.
that.
Okay, well that's actually good.
It's gonna be
Decided.
it's gonna be
Management
3
or-
mil, but if he gets more than 5 appearances, it's automatic bump up to 9 mil. Yeah.
and then if he makes
That was the worst, man.
if he posts something about being a god,
Yeah.
then it goes up to 13 million.
Oh yeah, obviously.
So
Hands down.
easily you guys pay him.
But if
14
you see
mil.
how many games he's actually played, okay, it's not been
But
much.
then if
and how many goals he scored, man, it's crazy.
if you re-sign him, you also and you sign Skamaka, do you also like keep Giroud?
no,
No.
why do you? Need
Yeah, but those are two guys right now that are like 34, 35. You got to start looking for replacements. Those aren't guys that.
That's
For
what
me,
I'm
I'm
saying.
keeping Giroud and telling Ibra to take a hike at this point.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing because he's been scoring huge goals in big games, and he's younger.
Yeah,
Just
but
right off the
But
back.
the thing about Ibra though, like if we aren't going to re-sign him, I do want to see him take a management position or something because you see that fire he brings.
No,
to
he
the
will.
team.
He won't. He'll be around.
Yeah,
like,
no, but for
he'll be
you to
around
say,
the club.
for you
Yeah.
to say like, yeah, Ibra gone. Like I don't want to see him.
No,
like, I
I'm
wanna
saying
see
just
him
off the
stay.
pitch, though. I'm saying like he doesn't play regardless. Like he plays like what 12 games, 15 games at most.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's injured.
He gets injured. He's out for like 7 weeks.
No.
I just like the Skamaka deal. I think would be, especially with what Milan's building. Like I think they have a good mix of youth and experience. So I do think Skamaka would be a good fit, and especially because you guys have been playing with the target man all year.
Yeah.
So like I
he'll
feel
slot
like
in so nice
yeah,
with
and
that
I
team.
mean Skamaka was compared to Ibrahimovic because of his height mixed with his technical ability.
I hate when people
So-
like they say like they
Yeah.
compare
I despise
like
comparisons.
Ibra's Ibra.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I've always said it. You can only compare the people at the end of their
the end of their
career.
career.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
you compare like Tonali compared with Pirlo for the longest of times. What? Because they both have long hair and started
Yeah,
on
sure.
Brescia.
but you know what? It's
literally
crazy.
Neymar
He's going
They
to be the
looked
next
alike.
Neymar. I haven't seen him play a game.
You remember that? Hey, you remember that clip though that they showed Tonali like do
setting
the
up his
same-
first goal and
Oh
whatever.
man, that's scary, man.
Yeah, there's resemblances. of
resemblance, dude. It
course.
was literally the same goal.
No. I'm saying in
Like-
general their play style.
Oh,
Their play
I
style,
know.
there's resemblance. But I would say like Tonali is a better defensive player than
Oh,
Pirlo.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
ever
yeah,
was.
oh
yeah.
yeah.
Pirlo, I feel like I've seen him sprint once in his career. Even then, it was barely a sprint. Like
barely. It was just
that-
Literally
just a light-
Jorginho.
just a light
yeah,
jog.
like with Pirlo, I feel like he didn't need a sprint. He was in the perfect
No, he
position
just
at
knew-
all
yeah, he
times.
knew how to read the game.
Couldn't dispossess him. Like he was just the perfect player. Whereas Tonali has that bite between his teeth.
He's literally
like a
like-
hybrid of
He's
Pirlo
like a
and
Gattuso
Gattuso.
Pirlo mix. That's
yeah,
what he is.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's got that fierce, you know, like he's a complete midfielder.
Yeah. I think Milan going forward, Skamaka would be a fantastic choice. And
Let's
it,
just hope it happens.
I
It's
hope
just a
it
matter of
happens
how
so that
much-
he starts and at least he'll kick Immobile to the side, you know?
I think we all want Immobile.
I think even at the next competition, what's Immobile now? 32.
Yeah, I was
Maybe
thinking- I don't
he's
think- I don't
34,
think
he's
Immobile's
not going to
there.
be
He's
here.
the king, man. He's the king for
Hey.
you.
The
I
king
don't
of
know.
Rome. He's the king of Rome, dude.
King of
And in the
Rome.
next,
Go
in the next,
home, not
in the
king
next
of
2
Rome.
years, he's going to be a top 3 goal scorer in
Come on,
Serie A.
Yeah, no, he would have to actually pass the real king of Rome to get there.
Why?
But
Totti's-
hey.
Totti's playing still?
All you said top scorers of Serie A all time.
Well, I'm talking about right now. Right
Oh,
now, he
you're
is the
saying of
current
all
king
time.
Of Rome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. He's definitely the
I don't
king
know,
of
man.
Rome.
I saw Lazio hand him
No,
a
no.
jersey with the proof on the back.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
says
yeah.
king and everything.
Yeah,
so
no, he's-
that's all I'm going off of.
Chino's actually like the
I've
best
got a
player
picture.
to ever. He's literally a poor man's Di Canio, and Di Canio wasn't good.
I don't know, Joe. You could say what you want, but
The days
He's
King
not,
of Rome.
At the end of the
he's
day,
not
he's
allowed
the
on the
king
show.
of Rome.
He's not allowed on the show.
I
Again.
know
want Immobile like
I
gone.
know he was
off
back to back,
Lazio.
but
I hate.
you know what I'm gonna do,
with
Nick?
a
I'm actually gonna
burning
order it.
desire.
I'm gonna order like
You're not
that
ordering
same
that
jersey
jersey?
signed with king on the back.
and
I
I'll
want to put
hang
it
it.
up here.
But I'll hang it directly
above Joe's head.
Joe.
No,
Yeah.
no, no.
I will come with a Totti jersey that literally says Eternal King.
Well, who-
'Cause
who
he
called
is
him
always
that?
gonna
But
be
who
the
called him-
king.
Other than you,
Yeah,
where
was
did
it-
he get this name?
I think it was
I
that
don't know.
the
would-
one
I
other
would
Roma
say
fan
that.
in Italy.
100%.
No
got
one
it?
touches Totti in Rome.
Yeah.
Nobody.
He
Oh,
is
okay,
a
but you're
god.
talking-
He's literally Jesus Christ in
Yeah.
Rome.
Yeah, okay, but you're talking about a guy. I'm saying right now.
Forget about now. We can't see now.
The ex-king, the other king of Rome
that's
left.
No.
Oh,
Can't see
here
that.
we
no,
go.
he went from a king to a god. Of
No,
Rome,
no,
Of Rome.
now-
Zlatan's the god.
Oh,
Now you're
Immobile is
mixing
like
things up.
Immobile is like
So
Totti's
what you're-
shoe shiner is what
so
he
what you're
is.
yeah.
saying- So what you're
Like,
saying?
less actually.
So what you're saying is, so now that he's a god, Totti, there's a spot open for the king, which means Immobile is the king of Rome.
No, that's not what I mean.
But then
exactly what you
Zlatan
meant.
comes
I mean,
and
right
he
now
takes his
it's up for
position
debate.
as god.
but it's
who
talking
could
about
be the king?
Zlatan's not in Rome. He's a god of
Zlatan's
Milano.
eternal. Zlatan's everywhere.
You know what? Okay. We're not having this discussion
No,
anymore.
we're not having this.
I am done.
I don't know.
I will throw this table. I will start to get angry. I'm not doing this right now, all right?
I'm just saying facts are facts. I've seen a picture.
Yeah,
It's
no,
enough
for
proof.
sure. Facts.
Immobile, Joe, you have to accept it, man. Joe, he has taken over the stadio.
No, he hasn't.
He has.
How?
He has.
How?
In recent times,
What
he's
did he
taken
do?
over
What
it.
did he do against Roma?
Okay, the one win you guys got.
Then
guys-
earlier when he
these
didn't
guys-
score against
these
us,
guys-
and then last year when
in
he
the
didn't
last
score.
in the last like I think 8 years, I think they're 1-9 against Lazio, but and the one win that
they
they
won
just
that
got
game.
4-0. They're
you know
like,
that
guys, we
Joe
won
But
was-
four
hey,
nothing.
didn't Lazio even finish over them last year?
The
So
last,
why?
like, yeah, last,
So
like,
why
2
you
years
still?
ago.
Yeah,
Didn't you
last
say you would
year.
stop watching if that happened?
Then he
Are you
pulled up the
still
stat.
talking?
He pulled up the stat.
Wait, I
after.
want to actually quote something that Per said about Milan before they became relevant again.
Okay, hold on.
This
I'm gonna.
This
proof
team is
check this.
disgusting. I don't even want to watch soccer. I hate Milan. They're not my team anymore. And I think he went to
Typical
go
pair,
buy
typical pair.
a random. I think he bought like a Man U
bought a Man U
jersey.
jersey,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
That did not
He bought a
happen.
Man U
I know.
jersey.
I do know what season you are talking
Bum.
about, but I did not say I'm not watching this team no more.
buddy.
I did not. But I was sick of
Till
the
I
team.
die.
Mayor's a real
I
Milan
think our
fan.
star player was Suzuki Honda or something.
Dude, that guy's sick, man. Suzuki.
That is so racist.
Was that actually his name? Dude, I'm being serious. What was his name?
It was Kazuki.
Was it Kazuki? Dude,
Oh, it's Suzuki.
I thought his name was Suzuki Honda.
Kawasaki.
Dude, my bad. Okay, I don't know his name fully. My bad.
Katsuki Honda.
But that was our star
That's
player.
it.
The team
No,
was in
dude,
shambles.
Carlos Bacca, the
Kevin
fisherman.
Constant, buddy.
Oh, my
Dude,
God.
the team was
Kevin
shambles.
Constant
and that
and
was
Sully
the year.
Moore.
Kevin Constant or Maguire? I don't know.
And
No, Kevin
I did
Constant's
not.
better.
Hold on, pause.
Kevin
I did not
Constant's
buy
better.
a
Harry
United
Maguire
jersey.
sucks.
That is when I started watching Palermo.
That was
And then wait.
no, Palermo. That was like 7
Palermo
years ago.
was
That
already
when-
in Serie B.
That was when Dybala was still there.
Yeah.
that was like 7 years. That was 8 years ago.
Yeah, when did we have Honda?
I don't think 8 years ago.
Like 4 years ago.
No, that was like 8 years ago.
no, man, that was like
No,
like
that's
5,
when
5, 6
that's
years
when
ago.
Japan was literally relevant.
See,
and, like,
that's
No, but he
he's-
was a stud for Japan.
who
Honda.
Oh, he
Hey, man,
was.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say his first name again because apparently I butchered it. Sorry,
Dude,
guys.
he was the only player they had.
Guy's naming
Then
motorcycles.
him and,
Like,
what's the other guy?
Carver.
What's that guy? Isn't he Japanese? Like he's like old now. He's like still playing.
I don't know. I know Mura.
Yeah,
Something
what's his
Mura.
name?
I don't, something Mura.
my
He's
God.
like 57.
Isn't he the
50, he's
oldest
still playing.
footballer or
Yeah,
something?
yeah,
Yeah,
He's
he's
Japanese.
crazy.
He's still
Yeah,
playing.
yeah.
Honda though, I think he's dead. I think he's retired.
No,
or
but at
something.
one
No, I
point they
think
were
he's
saying
still
he's the
playing.
golden boy, dude. I was fired up when we got him the first time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
you
also
guys
signed.
know,
Buddy,
buddy.
the best was Mex's. Remember
Oh,
Mex's? That
if
scissor
only he
kick?
scored
Oh,
a bang.
bicycle
buddy.
kick.
No, you guys also got Luis Adriano from Shakhtar. He was supposed to be a stud.
Yeah.
Carlos Bacca from, was it Sevilla that he's doing well? Or Villarreal? Sevilla.
One of the two.
Dude, our
all I
team
know
was
is the
in
team was
shambles,
Yeah,
man.
complete shambles.
That number 9 was cursed.
Menez. Remember Menez back heel goal?
Oh, okay,
No,
but
that-
Menez had a
that-
couple
yeah,
games.
Menez
that
had, Menez had,
There we
some, he had a
go.
couple
Oh,
goals
yeah.
in his time with
He was a
Milan.
bum, too. He was a bum.
No, he was a
Dude,
stud.
when
some
people
games-
people retired, he retired that number 9 jersey,
Yeah.
and no one could touch it ever since.
He put a hex on it, and that
Oh,
was
man.
it.
Oh,
Now-
isn't Giroud number 9?
Yeah, that's why he wants to break it, and he broke it. He
broke
broke
it,
the
man.
curse.
Giroud broke the curse.
Are you sure he's number 9?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
number
He
9.
broke the curse. He said, he goes, I'm coming there to break the curse.
Oh.
He's been a stud.
Man, he's too sexy, man. Yeah, obviously gonna break the curse.
Look at that hair.
Hey, when you're that,
That
good
hair
looking,
and smile, like it's a dangerous combination for him.
We had dark days, man. It was
Yeah,
rough.
and Per wasn't there to support
I,
them.
yeah, okay,
He
see,
supported
I watched
Man U.
I still
Yeah,
watched
man.
every game.
I was still waking up at 6:30 to watch
Yeah,
games.
I believe Mayor.
Yeah,
Mayor
I
Leone, I
was.
believe. I don't
because
believe
Roma's
Per.
in shambles,
I
this
don't
guy wants to
believe
turn it on me because
Listen,
But you know what? I don't-
My
the
team's
king-
always been in shambles, but I've always.
No, you know
backed
what?
them.
I don't think
I
it,
mean-
it was like as bad as
Hold on,
us, man.
hold on. Just to put into like reference with Marco, if you guys want to believe him or not. He used to be a Habs fan. Now he's a Leafs fan. He used to be a Philly fan. Now he's to
Bills
be,
fan,
to, be,
Bills.
to be determined.
Bills,
He's trying to
but-
figure,
okay,
he's trying to figure that out.
To be fair, I do not watch hockey still.
He's got a nice shiny wagon.
I think I watched hockey like 1 year, and I liked Kovalev, so I was like, "Oh, it's my guy."
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And that was it.
You're.
He used to be a Jays fan, but now he's. I mean,
Oh,
never
whoa,
mind.
whoa!
Still a
whoa,
Jays
whoa.
fan, baby.
I'd say the boys are locked in. Coming home, World Series coming home this year.
For now.
It's coming home.
No, that doesn't.
Soon
change.
he's gonna be like what are they? I was gonna say Charlie's Angels, whatever the Angels did with that guy Mike Trout. Yeah, see, look how he's looking. He already knows it's tempting.
This guy makes me sick. Anyway.
Yeah. This way you get from a Roma fan. But besides that,
Regardless, we are gonna be starting a new segment. What a transition!
are we gonna introduce them now into the new segment?
Yeah, so we're gonna start this new segment where it's kind of like a fun way of betting on the fixtures. Me and Alex chose 5 games, 5 of the
5
bigger
matches
games
coming up.
over the weekend. The loser of the bet, we will also be predicting the score. Sorry, but the loser of the bet has to do the challenge of the winner's choice. So it could range between literally almost anything, but this isn't turning into Jackass. No one's gonna be breaking bones or jumping off a table.
Whatever challenges we do, it's gonna be whatever we can do in this seat
at
that moment. We're gonna
Like,
whether it's if we're taking shots, if we're having some hot sauce, if we're gonna have to drink something disgusting or eat something disgusting, it's gonna be right here at that moment.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be jumping off any cliffs or nothing.
Nothing crazy. So to introduce the segment,
Joe, what's it called?
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. You know.
And sometimes you gotta pay.
Yeah, and
You gotta do
I'm
something.
knowing my luck, I'm really bad with these whole predictions things. We're gonna get Mayor and Pear involved in these guesses. So next week you might be on the show quickly, just if you lose.
I don't lose.
Okay, all right, okay, wait,
Little-
okay, but hold
little
on a second.
challenge.
If we do lose, though, what's happening if we lose?
Well, we have to decide the challenge.
Okay, are we gonna decide?
The winner-
yeah, but we gotta decide like before.
Yeah, the winners we'll obviously
No,
talk
yeah,
about. I'm
the-
not gonna announce
Oh,
it right
wait,
now.
the winner
there's
comes
no
up.
preset thing.
There's
No,
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 preset
like-
thing.
So
So
if I lose, I just show up and it's like, hey, buddy, this is what's happening.
like that's
Yeah.
the thing. Like we're not gonna say like, oh, hey, next week, the loser has to eat a grasshopper.
Yeah, no,
or
no, so-
something. It
so
won't be
pretty
that
I'm not eating
gross.
a
Actually, it won't be
I'm
that
not
gross.
eating a
Actually,
grasshopper.
I would do it.
so hold on. So hold on.
I'm not eating no grasshoppers.
Hold on. So pretty much it's let's say if Joe loses that week, I win. I don't have to tell Joe anything about what I'm bringing him or whatever. I can show up here with moonshine and be like, you got to take 2 shots of this, and he's gonna take it.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's a little bit of a surprise when you're going because you're like when you lose, you're like, hey, oh my god, I don't know what I'm expecting. If it's gonna be like you're gonna have a little bit of hot sauce
I like
on
this.
something, or
I like
just
this.
kind of change it up.
All right,
But
okay. So what are the games we got going
gonna
on?
give
all
it a go.
right. So the 5 games we selected. So number 1, Manchester United versus Leicester City.
Manchester United versus Leicester City.
Yep.
I'm gonna go.
I don't know
My
what
predicament. Predicament. Why am I saying my predicament?
Your predicament.
my guess.
your predicament this week.
Just guess.
My predicament. My guess, not predicament. I'm gonna go United over Leicester.
All right.
2-1.
Okay. That just cracked. 2-1.
So if it's not 2-1, you lose.
I guess whoever gets the close. I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
so-
like what happens if he gets the team
Oh,
right?
I guess
but
if
not
I
the,
he gets the
no, but I
team
think
right-
if we both guess the same one,
Yeah, that's why.
But my score is closer. Like I guess I would win it over you.
Yeah.
Like there's less of a
That's,
margin.
that's the way we're going to determine it. Because, or else if you just win or lose, it's kind of,
Yeah.
it's very, it
like
can
if
be
there's
kind of the same kind
can't
of
have
thing.
a draw.
okay,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
All right, and I'm gonna ask you the first 5 games, then like go
Yeah,
order, just to make it
5?
easier because I'm
Okay,
writing
okay,
out.
okay.
Barcelona versus Sevilla. Ooh,
Ooh,
that's a
that's a
nice
good
That's
one.
a good game.
That's a good game.
I'm gonna go. I want to say Barcelona. Let's say 3-2.
Ooh, 5 goals.
This guy's looking for a thriller out
I
there.
can see that.
A little early morning Saturday thriller, eh? Early morning Saturday thriller. That makes, yeah. Okay, whatever. Regardless.
Yeah, we're good.
Juve versus Inter.
Oof.
That's
Oh.
a huge game, actually.
Wait,
That's- that's 6 points right
save,
there, man.
Save that one for
Massive.
last. Save that one for
Okay,
last.
we're gonna skip that one.
No.
So Atalanta versus Napoli.
Napoli wins that.
Wow.
Yeah, Atalanta's not looking
Atalanta,
great.
Napoli. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Napoli wins that 2-0.
Jesus.
Ooh, Gasparini.
And then West Ham versus Everton.
Oh, it's got to be the West Ham mans.
Ooh, guys,
We're
betting on the
going.
Hammers?
We're going 2-1 Hammers.
All right, and now back to Juve versus Inter.
I want to say Juve wins. Let's say I want to say either 2-0 or 2-1 because Inter's going forward. They can't put that ball in the back of the net. I'm gonna say 2-1. I'm gonna say
2-1
Juve wins
Juve?
2-1.
All right. Next up, Mayor. What do you think? So Man U versus Leicester City.
Oh, I'm not going Man U for sure. Every time I bet Man U, I
Harry
lose.
Maguire.
I hate Man
Harry
U.
Maguire.
I go Leicester.
Leicester?
I'm gonna go Leicester. We'll do 3-2.
3-2.
That's a big game. You're expecting a lot of Leicester over
It's
there.
Man U.
Yeah, but they got Harry Maguire in the back.
And Luke Shaw. Roberto Carlos.
Oh,
Dude, you're
man.
not gonna get
That
through. You can't
sorry.
get through
Freaking
that, dude.
idiot. I hate him. I hate him with a passion. Barca Sevilla.
I would take Barca. 2-0.
Barca 2-0. All right, Juve Inter.
I take a tie 1-1. Both need the points.
Atalanta versus Napoli.
I would take Atlanta 2-1.
Threw the tie in there, eh? See, I'm a win or lose man.
It's Serie A.
It's all
West,
about the win or
West
lose
Ham
for
versus
me.
Everton.
Oh, West Ham. West Ham, Everton. I do 2-1.
Mayor's games are all kind of close, actually, you know? I like it. All right. Alexander.
Oof.
Hit me.
You
Hit me with it.
I think
Okay, so we're not gonna ask you the score of the Juve game. We're gonna ask you how many goals is Vlahovic gonna score.
5 goals.
And get ready for my crazy predictions.
Why are you handing me? What am I doing?
Just put it
with
on the
this?
table. Put it on the
okay.
table. Sorry. Man U versus Leicester. Jesus. I'm making a lot of noise here. Sorry, guys.
Man, you win 2-0.
Figure it out, man. It's a book. You could do it. Sorry, Al, what'd you say?
Man, you win 2-0.
2-0. Okay.
All right. Barca Sevilla.
Barca win 3-1.
Wow.
But Barca will be losing that game 1-0 at the start of it. Mark my words.
I can see that.
Mark my words.
Yeah.
Classic
for
Barca.
sure.
Classic Barca.
Juve Inter.
See.
Vlahovic with the
I don't want to
brace,
get down to the
baby.
nitty gritty, but
I already started writing Juve.
Inter 1, Juve 3.
Oh, here we go. Why'd you?
3-1. Wow.
Oh, he's coming in there getting slapped around. eh?
Vlahovic,
Where's Sano?
Vlahovic brace.
Give him all
And the
three.
third goal?
No, give him all three.
Who's it
give
gonna
him all
be?
three. Come
No,
on, he's
no,
a
no,
wonder
no,
kid.
no. No, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be him.
Dybala.
Cuadrado.
It's gonna be Juan. Always shows up on the big day. Always shows up.
Yeah, no, for sure. He's so sick.
I love Cuadrado,
Yes.
man.
Atalanta versus Napoli.
Atlanta 1-0.
Ooh, I like that.
I think that's going to be a high-scoring game, actually.
I don't.
Milan Bologna 2-0.
West Ham
Bologna.
versus Everton.
West Ham take it 3-0.
Oof.
All right.
I just can't wait to hear Joe's bold takes.
Yeah, I
Because
wanna hear
Joe's
this.
got
Because Joe's go. Joe,
yeah,
here, I'll
Joe-
write it
Joe-
for you.
He's
I'll
gonna
write it.
say, he's gonna say Roma. It's not even a part of the
I think Eduardo Bova comes off the bench and he maybe packs in a brace, but what do I know? You can
see what Joe's got lined up.
All right, Joe. Man U versus Leicester.
Leicester City.
What's the score?
I say that ends 3-1.
Leicester 3-1. Okay.
Come on. Okay. Next up, we got Barca Sevilla.
Sevilla 1-0.
Really?
Wow.
I'm gonna save this one. Atlanta versus Napoli.
That's how I was.
That ends a tie.
Tie.
I think that ends a tie. 2-2.
That's a tough game.
That's a
man.
2-2 tie.
Next up, we got
Everton
West
beats
Ham
West
versus
Ham.
Everton.
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 Yep.
Everton.
Everton wins.
Like, do I need to pull up the?
What's
do I need
Joe
to pull
eating?
up the
What's
position?
Joe eating?
I'm telling you, this is why I
Yeah.
think it. Listen, they are going to get relegated. Everton needs
Yeah,
to
the
win.
points. They need the points.
They need it. They cannot
No. I
afford
know. I
anything
get
anymore.
that, but like Everton, they suck. so like they there's a reason they're down there.
They do suck. They
They're
do
not
suck.
gonna get it.
But
They suck.
but
No, okay,
but
you never know. We'll see what happens.
I
No,
do
no,
think
yeah.
it's always
What
those
was it? Wait,
teams
hold
that
on. What was the
What was
score
the
you
score?
said?
2-0.
2-0.
It's a bold
Everton?
take.
That
You
is
know,
a bold take.
you know, Mikel Antonio still plays on West Ham, right?
And I know we can't bring things up, but he's got the biggest in the Prem. So
Yeah, because Tammy Abraham left. Or
always
else-
bring out a Sempre with the Roma. Is
so
it?
2-0.
Like, come on.
2-0. You
Always.
think? Okay. Well, last but not least, Juve Inter.
Something's getting thrown at Joe.
I think. Oh, that's a tough one, actually. I think this is the toughest one.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Atalanta
gonna be the
Napoli
toughest
was
game.
whatever,
No,
but-
this is gonna be the toughest game.
Because on one hand, Inter can't score for some bizarre reason.
But
when
against
Inter,
Juve?
yeah, like that's what I mean. Like when Inter needs to play, if they come out and fire and like they actually play like
They
they, want
both
to,
need
Yeah.
the points. Though.
and that's the thing too. They both need to win to maintain their position or
Yeah.
even like jump.
Yeah, and if Inter was gonna wake up at any point,
It's
it
gonna
would be that
now.
game.
Yeah,
there.
it's gonna be that game.
Never mind. Like it would be that game
I don't know,
against
man.
Juve because
What did
it's
you
Juve,
say again?
man.
Juve?
Juve 2-1.
You said Juve.
I said tie.
Okay,
He said tie.
You
I
said
said Juve 3-1. I've obviously Vlahovic
I said
too.
tie, man.
Come on.
No one's gonna.
Hey, when in doubt, throw in a draw.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly why I did
No.
that.
Who? Wait, actually, before I answer this, Juve's away.
Juve's
I mean, home.
Juve's home.
Juve wins.
Why? It's not like the old days, man.
What's the score?
Score, man.
Actually, I just read something I remembered
Inter
about
Ultra-
Inter.
Inter
The
Ultras
Inter
aren't
Ultras
showing
aren't
up.
showing up.
They're not going to the
Oh,
game.
that's
So they're gonna
Yeah.
they're gonna have Wanda and Mauro
and Mauro,
Icardi in the
yeah.
in the stands.
What do you mean? What?
They,
They're
all
boycotting.
They're boycotting because the Inter's playing shit. So they're like, yeah, we're not going to watch the game anymore.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
It's true, actually. So yeah, I say Juve.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an Allegri ugly win, 1-0.
No.
1-0.
Hold on, Kate. Now I gotta ask.
I don't know,
what.
man.
At what minute is that one goal scored?
64th minute.
No.
Oh, so you think it's gonna be a late? If it's gonna be a 1-0 game
Clutch
for me,
Juve at
it's gonna
90
be
minutes.
15 minutes. No, no, no,
Shot,
no, no.
baby,
Yeah.
Dybala.
Okay, but hold
No,
on, but hold
it's
on.
gonna be 15 minutes in, and we're gonna defend the whole game.
You're saying Inter wins 1-0?
no,
No, I said
Juve.
Juve.
Juve
Oh,
wins 1-0.
Juve wins
He said
1-0.
Juve wins 1-0.
You stupid man.
Oh, okay. But Vlahovic is scoring a brace.
Yeah.
No. Vlahovic isn't even gonna score.
Yeah. Okay.
He's not gonna play. He's not even showing up.
He'll get subbed out
Come on.
for the
Okay,
real
wait,
king.
so
Wow,
come
hold
on
on
now.
To clarify, how's this win? So if I win, I tell the loser what to do.
So okay,
Yeah.
at this point, since it's so many of us, rather than like it just being me and Alex,
yeah.
it would be like the biggest loser, not just like
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
Out of
not
the
all
four.
three of us or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like clearly my takes are very bold. I have a feeling I may be the
not
biggest
really.
loser.
You were kind of. No, what you said could easily happen.
Sevilla
Yeah, no.
beating Barca is
You never
a
know.
bit of
You
an
never-
upset.
but
How
then you
crazy
never
would it be
know.
if one of us gets it perfect?
That's what I mean.
That'd
like,
be crazy.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, so then whoever's next up, like closest with the results and whatever, because then it goes down to even the scores, right? So like who's closest in
Okay,
score.
so there
Yeah.
can't be three losers though.
No,
it's
no,
just
no.
Yeah,
one
it's
big
just-
big
it's
it'll be
one
the
one
loser.
It'll be the biggest
The
loser.
big,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Do the three guys tell him what he's doing,
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, they can probably-
they
cut-
can
cut
or
off.
convene.
or is it just the highest winner?
No,
Saying,
no,
like,
they
"But
can
here's what
come
you're
up with
doing."
like something.
I mean, obviously, you could convene whoever wins could convene with
Just
the other
know,
two that aren't
Joe.
doing it.
If you lose, just get ready. I know what's coming your way.
Just as long as it's not cinnamon.
No, I'm gonna line up a couple snake bites. Whoever loses is gonna be pretty saucy next week.
Next episode, we're getting saucy.
I might join you guys on a couple shots. Even if I win.
One for you, one for me.
Wait, but
Pear
Perry
is
Perry
not
you
our
won.
guest next week.
Perry, you won. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, hold on. I want to throw a bonus game in there.
No, whoa.
Roma Sampdoria, just because I want to throw them in the mix.
Oh,
Okay.
Sampdoria.
I think everyone's
gotta
saying-
throw
Sorry,
them in the
hold on,
Joe.
hold on.
And I'm saying Sampdoria wins
Start.
2-1.
2-1. You're here. Sampdoria 2-1.
You gotta throw in the Romans.
Samp 2-1.
Samp 1-0.
Wow, would you look at that? We ran out of time. Thanks, guys, for joining.
Joe.
Roma Sampdoria.
Roma 7-0.
All right, Rome. Well done.
I think it's gonna be about a 5-0 win.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. That game ends a tie,
No.
Yeah, I can see that too.
and I'll tell you the exact scores too.
What?
It'll be a 2-2 tie. Roma take the lead with 1 goal,
So
and
fi-
then Sampdoria come back and make it 2-1.
Am I putting 2-2?
And
And
it,
then 2-2. Yeah.
Yep, and it'll be Ciccio Caputo
Oh, here
who
we
bangs
go.
in a goal for Sampdoria, and Gabbiadini, because Les Reed went to Europe to buy a Lamborghini. Instead, he got a striker. His name was Gabbiadini. He scores goals with his left foot, and he scores them with his right. And then, yeah.
What's yours?
What's yours?
I was going to say this guy.
Roma 2-0.
You're Eddie Mush.
Locked
you just
in? You already
jinxed
locked
us.
it in?
Yeah,
Locked
you,
it in.
you guys, we're
Roma
all-
2-0, man. Tammy's gonna score a brace. Guys.
See, now it's so many
Tammy's
games,
catching-
though, but now I feel like I
Tammy's-
want to throw Milan in there, dude. Like, my
No,
boys
that's not
aren't
gonna be
even
like,
in
no,
there.
no.
Tammy's
Wait, why is
catching
it okay that we bet on my team and Al's team, but not your team? No,
No,
throw
no.
Milan in there. What's Milan playing? Who's Milan playing?
Bologna.
Playing the
Oh,
Bolognese, dude.
go.
No.
Dude, I'm waking up. I'm waking up and having bolognese for lunch, dude.
No.
Here we go. No, Mary, you're back.
Oh man.
Milan
I
wins.
see.
Milan wins 2-0.
Bologna 1-0 for sure.
Milan wins 2-0.
I'm never showing up
See,
again
me and Mary are predicting the worst against our teams just so we're ready for it.
because we're realistic. That's why.
It's like we're
No,
waiting.
Milan are locked in. They're winning that game 2-0. Put me
There
down
we
2-0. Lock it in.
Ah, okay.
There it is.
I can't wait to call Pear and be like, Pear, what happened? Bologna 2-0.
What do you think?
Maybe go back to Port Mario.
Mayor, come on, lock it in.
Lock what in, man?
Lock the win
We
in.
lost
Lock
to
it in.
Spezia. We lost to Solitana, man.
Hello, we got robbed. The Spezia.
Yeah,
There
robbed.
we
We
go.
got robbed.
There's 90 minutes in the game. Let's focus on the 1 minute.
Yeah,
that
that
wasn't
was
robbery.
Yeah, we got we
It
got
was, it
we got
was,
3
it was.
apology points from the refs. All the refs came and
Nate,
apologized.
Never
to
mind
us.
the robbery. Who's your prediction?
I say 2-1 Milan. We're getting
I
scored on.
almost spit my drink
I don't
out there.
think we're- I
They're
don't
actually
think we're
betting
getting
for your
scored on.
team.
We're getting scored on, man.
Nah.
Joe,
Milan.
what are your thoughts?
A part of me wants to be bold because Mihailovic went back into the hospital, and you guys are forgetting that part.
Yeah,
I'm not
They'll
forgetting
play with that
but,
fire.
back
Mihailovic
to
is not
the game.
playing.
Yeah,
He's their coach,
Okay.
man. It's an inspiring story. Fires everyone up.
Berlusconi was our president.
Come on, have you guys ever watched Rudy? Worst player in the world, but he did it. He did what he had to do.
no.
all right. Here's both takes with Joe.
What if Bologna is so sad that they can't play?
Yeah, there's also that too. Anyways, Joe, your pick.
Mentally ill.
How's that going?
I think Milan,
Milan,
and I'm gonna say like an outrageous
The
thing.
boys are back.
4-0.
Easy now. There goes the curse. That's it.
Ibra comes on, scores the
Yeah.
goal, posts a picture. I'm back, God, and that's
Where
it.
you seen the last 7
and
weeks?
disappears for a month.
Oh, man.
That's it.
Disappears for a month.
Or he just puts a picture saying like just font. I'm back. That's it. Like a Michael Jordan post. Al,
Well, my prediction: a nice 2-2 draw.
No.
it's a bold move,
expecting-
Cotton.
That is a
Expecting
bold
Milan,
move, God.
expecting Milan to be up and
So
Bologna's Bologna
Milan
at the
and
end.
Bologna are going to tie.
Yeah.
But Mihailovic is going to score a brace against Inter. I don't know, man.
It's
What is he? This guy,
pretty-
what's this guy eating?
Pretty
And you guys
simple
think I'm
math.
crazy?
Pretty simple math, man. I mean,
No, for sure.
All right. So what is that? We have 7 games locked in.
yeah. I mean, okay, guys, like
That's
just
right,
for
yeah, I
just
don't
for
think they're gonna
future for future reference, like the
We won't be doing
it won't be
7
this
games.
long. We're gonna stick it between 3 to 5.
feel like we just have to throw
We're doing
everybody's
it now
teams in there.
with our guests, and
Yeah.
because I got to throw all of our teams. It's not fair to have Juve and Roma.
Yeah, but we have all the
Milan.
main teams, though.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
No,
Yeah. Yeah, for the like you want to find the main like
Top
big,
5 is there.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
big games. and-
Normally it would be just like the top. Like we wouldn't throw in. I mean, like Milan Bologna. I mean, it's still Milan playing, but
Yeah.
Bologna is not a big game. Even Roma Sampdoria.
That's a
We
huge
wouldn't-
game.
Yeah,
Massive
it's
game.
massive. It's the battle of 5th place.
Listen, we won the Scudetto 2 weeks ago when we beat Lazio. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
I mean, the rest is just now we're just
History.
Here. Nah, exactly. Now we're just here. Maybe
an
maybe
achievement.
qualify for Champions League. I don't know. Might screw around, win the conference, and get a McDonald's gift certificate.
I mean,
I didn't even know that was a thing.
only team in Europe, man.
Atalanta. Yeah, no, they suck anyways. What?
They're in a fake cup, dude. You guys are in a real cup.
Yeah.
What
The
happened to
Conference
Atlanta,
Yeah,
though?
buddy.
What happened to Atlanta, though, man? Like, they were, like,
Yeah, they're
clutch.
They're not looking too good this year.
Good.
But it's almost like everyone I talk to that's like watched Serie A and Serie A fan, like everyone expected it from them.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
no
I
offense.
said from the
knew what
beginning
was
of the
coming.
year, they lost like a couple key pieces. Like even Gomez
It's-
leaving, that was
It's bound to happen that, don't get me wrong, they replaced well, but it was bound to happen that these guys just, you can't replace everyone.
Yeah.
yeah.
You get rid of Gosens, you can't really replace. Yeah, that guy Miley Mailer, whatever his name is, that Danish
yeah,
guy,
yeah.
fantastic player, but he's not Robin Gosens.
No.
That guy's different gravy.
Great signing for Inter, though.
Fantastic signing.
Fantastic.
You know what I mean? But like all these players, it's bound to catch you.
Yeah.
You can't keep selling them off and replacing them that like seamlessly. Like it's gonna catch up to you, and it has. Their defense now, it isn't what it was. Well, it wasn't anything crazy, anyways. But their offense,
Yeah.
now you're starting to see that, like how Papu was like a huge
He was a
thing. for
huge
them.
piece for them, and
That's
they
what
don't have that
Atalanta was
depth.
really. They were just that team that's going to go out there and they're going to score. They're going to
Yeah,
score.
I mean they
goals.
weren't great
Yeah.
defensively. They were
Yeah.
just a
They were
free
just
flowing
attack,
attack.
attack,
Let's
attack.
go, balls to the wall.
Yeah.
I believe that's all the time we have for this week.
Yeah, I think today that's I think we're good.
Yeah.
We wrapped everything up.
thank you guys for joining, and thank you to our lovely special guests.
Thank you.
Mario.
Happy to be here.
And Marco.
We're not letting
Always.
Marco back on the show after
Unless
this.
I win, and then I got something special
Then
for you
he's
next
coming
week.
back.
Technically, yeah, both you guys next week will make a little cameo experience.
If I lose, I'm not showing up.
Appearance.
Appearance. But yeah, thank you guys. Make sure to follow us on YouTube. Well, subscribe, not follow. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Anything from you, Alex?
Other than that, I'm glad you've covered it all. Thank you guys for watching and listening. We'll see you next time.
See you later, guys.